Welcome, everyone, to the first ever Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I am Tyler here with Steven. Steven, we are back from holiday break. You are literally back in the Western Pacific time zone. That's the one I'm looking for. How was the Heartland? Real America, as they say.
I didn't have a as good as time as I did the last time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It wasn't bad. I mean, minus the flight out there being probably the worst I've ever experienced in my entire life. I think travel time all said was probably about what's 2:30 minus 3 modular 11:30.
Yeah.
6:30 to 11:30 was about the travel time.
Okay.
So 17 hours, which
fun.
I've done longer.
From California to Tennessee. That shouldn't take.
Yeah, I've done 15-hour flights that didn't suck, and had 17, 20 hours of travel. That was way better than this. Lots of delays. Somehow California was the reason why. Imagine that.
I just feel like 17 hours should involve an ocean.
Yeah, that's for real.
But okay, well, I mean, glad you're back. The travel home didn't take as long.
I guess I missed the fun though, because apparently like American had a big issue like Christmas Eve, I think, and like people, I knew someone that deplaned 3 times at the same airport. Like they got on and then off, and then on and then off, and then on and then off. They had a rough time as well. So yeah, just a fun time for travel.
I'm just glad I stayed home. I watched a bunch of movies and got caught up on WWE because that's what we're here to talk about. We have the first ever Raw on Netflix.
I did catch up on that.
Yeah, so coinciding, Steven, with the beginning of the 1-year reign of terror tonight. John Cena.
I'm excited.
Holding us hostage for now. I mean, it should be fun, honestly.
I just need Raw to come to my neck of the woods.
I bet it is.
Even just a house show.
I'm sure it is at some point. I don't know if he'll do the house shows, but because like the worst thing that could happen to them is if he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll be happening, but anyway, like my guess. I mean, we'll run through some quick predictions here for the show, which is starting in about 13 minutes on Netflix. And by the way, we would love if you support the community. You can do that just by subscribing to the channel. That would be hugely appreciated. Also, we have a Patreon, just patreon.com/strangely awesome. We are also on Blue Sky. It's right on the screen. Just look that up and give us a follow over there. But yeah, we'll run through some predictions for what we know is on the card. And my guess, Steven, to start off this fun is I think we open with John Cena. I think we open with the music hitting and him coming out. And I was thinking earlier today, we're gonna find out who the biggest ego in WWE is, because that's first person out on Netflix. Right? Like that's the first name.
You think it's not the last person?
100% for this, because it's going to be like, welcome to a new era, and blah, blah, blah. They're going to be the first face out on the screen in the Netflix era. It could be Trips. He loves to say he doesn't like the spotlight, but he does.
Yeah, whose name shows up at the end of every episode?
It could be Cody, whose ego rivals that of Super Cena at times.
I thought you were talking about Dwayne. Dwayne has way bigger ego than Cena. I don't even think Cena's ego is all that big. It might have been.
There's the one name that we've heard is definitely here tonight. And it's a name you and I haven't mentioned in chat.
Bork Laser?
No, not Bork Laser. I think he's at the Rumble.
Logan Paul's.
Which one?
We know that. Logan Paul's.
Yeah, he's there. We know that. Brother, say your prayers, take your vitamins. Brother.
I don't know.
Hulkamania, Running Wild.
Wait, Hulk is here?
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
there.
god.
He is in the house tonight. So we're going to see him. I really doubt that opens the Netflix era of Raw. That would be a really bad move, in my opinion. Like a horribly bad move.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Just have him come out and like, I don't know, say like 3 things and leave and do his stupid pose and have his yellow and red feather boas on and then go away. I don't even want him there. Like he's a name I don't want. Like I'll roll my eyes even at Dwayne coming in tonight and upending every WrestleMania plan they had in place. And then
They had to have been prepping for him.
yeah,
There's no way you can't.
No,
like,
I
I feel like everyone expects it.
So, but I don't want Hogan at this, but he's there, so we'll see him. Hopefully it's just not a big role. Dwayne is here. Where do you see him getting involved?
Has to come after the Ulafala match. Like Roman and Solo are going to be the ending, and then after Roman wins, Dwayne's music's going to hit. Like there's no other way it happens. There's just none.
Yeah,
I don't see any other way it happens.
I feel like WWE wants really badly us to all see the Ulafala as like just like a belt. Like really important. Like we said here, wondering who's going to have the Ulafala. Like I'll be honest, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's not grabbing me like in that, that story. I just hope for a good match. But my guess, Steven, is Dwayne has been pulling the strings the whole time.
That's what I hope is the case.
I think that's what we're gonna get. And you know what the best part is? Then we get to hear, "I love you, Dwayne." Can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for that match, though. I'm not gonna I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm too. Where do you think that'll be? Because
that's the last match.
Haven't they promoted the Punk match as the main event though?
You're right.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Is the women's match first? Then
I feel we had a question just now in chat. It's starting in 8 minutes, so
yeah.
Be able to watch along with us
Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern.
So
I don't know. Then you're right though. I think they did mention Punk Rollins as the main event.
Who do you think wins?
We gotta get through. I think it has to be. Oh, actually, I don't know. I could see it being Punk, and that causes Rollins to like spiral and like keep like attacking him after. I could see Rollins winning not clean. I could, you know what I would hate, but I would love, but I would hate is if like Cena comes out and helps Punk.
I don't see that. I think Cena's going to come out and declare his intent to win a 17th world title.
Yeah, and I think he's going to, yeah. And
I think that's
potentially the Rumble too. I think that's his claim.
Yeah, he's in the Rumble for sure, and I think he'll announce that tonight. So, yeah, but I think that's as part of him saying his mission statement this year is to win a 17th world title. Yeah. And that I hope that I hope that's the play, like the story they want to tell. Because
I just I'll continue.
I was just gonna say like the whole like Austin Theory match 2-3 years ago, like I don't want a year full of that.
No,
I want meaningful matches for him to see if we can squeeze some of that Cena magic out.
I think he wrestles tonight. I think he comes out for a promo. Maybe. I think someone comes out and challenges him, and I think Cena wins relatively quickly.
Would you like to see him do the 5 moves of doom on Logan Paul and just
that's who I was thinking
in like a minute and a half?
I don't know if you can do Cena beating the crap out of. I don't know if Logan Paul will allow that, but that's exactly what I was thinking. Is Logan Paul comes out and then they get a big match at like they keep building it, and then they have a match at like Elimination Chamber.
I think he's going to be in the Chamber.
I think Cena might win the Rumble.
No, Punk's winning the Rumble.
All right.
That's my bet. The Punk match tonight, there's an argument to be made both ways here because the
I know,
story of
this one's
Seth is
tough.
going to spiral, and I see us heading towards like a new, whether they call it NWO or not, a new type of like NWO
Oh, you think Rollins teams up with
KO and Drew.
Do you know who I'd like to see actually join that?
Who?
Cody.
That won't happen. Cody will
I
be.
know.
They're going to build that thing up for Cody to have a new dragon to slay. And that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to hate it at that point. But I
think
it now.
Drew's champion at the end of the year, at some point this year.
Mm-hmm.
I would be sad if Drew is not
that's the thing, is back in the day, like NWO, OG NWO, WCW days, like Hogan was the title contender guy in that, but all three of these guys could be that. So like how do you decide who gets that and then who's like maybe tag team or whatever? I don't know.
We have a couple more predictions. Got to speed up just a little bit.
So we got to move. All right, the women's title match. We have Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. I think this is the time that she gets it done.
I agree. Something big's happening tonight, like outside of some of the just like a title's changing hands, and I think Rhea finally like wins it back because I don't see how you keep pulling the Liv gets out by the skin of her teeth without. Because I'm already bored of it, to be honest. I would like to see her win clean-ish.
Well, and Judgment Day is breaking up by Mania, so like we need to move that along.
Yeah, and they've been hinting at it, and I could see like Finn costing Liv the title actually, and so Rhea wins, but with like a little bit of like not necessarily help from Finn, but like Finn tries to help Liv and it costs her sort of situation.
Yeah, I want Rhea to win clean. I see what you're saying.
I'm done with this. I'm just done.
If it's not clean scene, we're going to get another one. And
I know, that's why. I know.
Although you could do a rematch at the Rumble, I guess. But I think my other prediction for that match is I think as soon as it's done, the man will return and we're going to get the stare down between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley to put us on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, Becky could come back tonight. They hinted at it kind of in the Rollins Punk like promo at the end of the last Raw, which was a very, very good promo.
We're getting Becky or Charlotte back tonight, I think. I feel like Charlotte's a better like Rumble surprise.
Yeah, they both are though, to be honest.
So,
but
yeah. One other idea that I heard, Steven, was that WWE should do away with tradition and put up the WrestleMania sign tonight, starting tonight. And
when do they usually put it up at the Rumble?
It's starting at the Rumble. But I think if this new era, all eyes are on it, like you're going to have so many moments where people want to point at the damn thing tonight. I'd put it up tonight.
I wouldn't have an issue with it. I'm sure some people will, but I wouldn't care.
Oh, because there's so many time-honored traditions in WWE. Like, I know people will say there is, but yeah. What are we missing? What's the last one? I think there's one more.
There's Drew versus Jay.
Drew and Jay.
Drew has to win. Drew has to win. I don't see how Jay wins this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to see Drew win this without Bloodline help, but I think Bloodline comes in again.
And
just
then
because we can't not.
Quickly here, the battle for the Ulafala.
Roman, that's guaranteed.
You got Roman?
I think so, because I feel like it has to be Roman Dwayne the next 4 months. Like hinting at it. I don't know. I'm done with this storyline too now. Like that's the thing. This needs to be an end. Start the new stuff. I think.
I'm going to throw one thing out. We got 1 minute, 5 seconds till this goes live for everybody. So if you're on Netflix, that's how long you have to get logged in and watch. But I fully expect Paul Heyman to turn at some point, maybe tonight. And that clue was there a few weeks ago when he came out with the black jacket with the red shirt on when he first came back prior to Survivor Series. So I guess that was a couple months ago. But It was there at the beginning. I think it's going to happen. I could see a situation. Remember when Judgment Day turned on Edge? I could see a situation where Dwayne is back and then they turn on Solo to get Solo out of the picture for a few months. Write him off.
Yeah.
That way, Dwayne is now the head of this faction that's warring with Roman, and all of a sudden it becomes, quite honestly, infinitely more interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that happens, but the safe pick, the conventional pick, is what you said, and probably the right one.
Are you excited for this new era of Raw?
I am. I really am. I think what I worry about,
sad
Steven,
for the last. I was sad. I was a little sad.
Yeah,
for.
I was. What I worry about is that they're going to go so balls to the wall tonight, and then next week is going to be like a normal Raw.
Just a big letdown.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to be like, "What the hell? This one sucked compared to last week."
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the numbers.
Everybody, if you're tuning in out of curiosity, like, just know this card, this event tonight is going to be pay-per-view level.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's mini pay-per-view level, Steven. I think it's pay-per-view level. Like, they're bringing in the names.
Yeah, they have big matches the entire way. Yeah.
Like, multiple matches on this card tonight would be premium live event main events.
How many legends come back tonight? Like, just even does Shawn Michaels come out? I just hope it happens.
Maybe you might see a Taker appearance.
Stone Cold,
especially. I mean, Taker was in the very first the main event of the very first Raw. So if you want to get really nostalgic about it all, you could do that. By the way, the Intuit Dome is such a cool building.
I kind of wanted to try to go to this event, but also then we can't cover it.
Yeah.
I can't.
We'll start getting press passes for this stuff. And that's mostly just me, like, getting motivated enough to freaking, ask. Well, hey, so far we're already doing better than the Tyson and Jake Paul. I do love the Triple H signature thing of having everybody shown walking into the arena. Half of them with their like little rolling bag,
Yeah,
the rolling suitcase, like Rhea here.
I'm glad they brought that back. To be honest, who are you watching right now?
Rhea.
Okay, let me know when it switches.
It just switched.
Oh, you're ahead of me. If you could pause.
I'll pause for like a second.
No, like you're way ahead of me.
Oh,
I'm getting the Intuit Dome now. Raw is Netflix. You can play it.
Yep. Okay, we're lined up now. Snickers. Yep.
Who's the announce team on this? Corey and Pat.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the first entrance we're getting, and it's Pat McAfee.
It can't be Pat McAfee. That's such a shitty entrance. This stuff gets me every time.
It does, and it's so cool. This was a really good choice for venue, by the way.
Well, you got Trips doing the voiceover.
The biggest ego, Steven. Do you think that's Trips typing?
No.
So, Steven, I know.
Oh, they're painting Hogan.
Yeah, of course. There's Andre.
There's your boy.
Yeah, we'll see plenty of them. Can we just get the 50-yard landing? And by the way, that Flair Michaels match was like
That's
one
so
of
good.
the only matches that ever had me close to like tearing up.
Yeah, it sucks that COVID happened because I feel like you might have teared up during Taker's last match.
Oh, I would have. I did actually when we thought it was in Orlando.
Was that when he left his
his
boots in the
hat
ring?
and gloves and everything? Yep.
I loved Punk taking massive shots at Vince on last Monday.
Oh, I know.
Like, loved it.
He's got to love this. He must feel vindicated in like every way.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think knowing Punk, he loves nothing more than that. And like the longer it goes, the more it feels like maybe AEW was a huge part of the problem. Because he's been a very good boy.
Yeah, and AEW is a really bad year.
AEW's a mess. Like, they have so many great wrestlers. But like, we have some people on our team that love it, swear by AEW.
I heard the original like crew is a problem recently.
Oh yeah. It smells like late WCW to me. It just where Tony Khan gave just too much power to too few people.
There you go, Ty guy. T-Pac.
Like, we had to know. Like,
it had to have been him. It's the same thing as when like Vince would be out
bring his golden shovel with him. That he should have brought the golden shovel and done this ceremonial handoff to Cena.
I like Trips for everything he's done recently. I just wish he'd like elevate a couple other people a little bit more.
Well, I think that's part of why SmackDown's going to 3 hours, though, because I think that's what they want to do.
No, I mean, like, he doesn't need to be the first name. Like, we know he's the guy.
I think, and I'm not making excuses for him because he has a massive ego, and I do wish, like, John Cena had come out for this. But he came from an era where, let's be honest, the centerpiece was the authority figure.
Yeah, you know? I still think though the first person, like the first wrestler out though, is bigger than this. He's just starting the show.
I kind of feel like we're getting Roman right away. And I know it sounds like I'm like dragging Trips right now. I actually love what he's done for the most part. It's so much better than the Vince
it's like I'm watching weekly television. I mean, not necessarily on time, except for this, because Netflix will be a little easier. I hate commercials, so I love watching and skipping.
Yeah. We got Hayden into watching weekly. I don't think it was us, but you know, the product was good enough to get them to start doing it.
How long do you think Raw's on Netflix for? Like, actually?
Years.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
How long do you think their first contract is?
I think it's going to be the home to WWE, like, period, in a few years. And I know it is overseas already, like, starting this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Peacock has the longest contract with them.
And I think they're going to find that Netflix just has a better, like, setup for it all.
Yeah.
And if Netflix gets good ratings.
Oh, good. Pat's at his seat, so we know he's not doing the entrance.
Oh, I bet that pissed him off that he didn't get to do a huge tension grabbing thing. Bet A-Rod feels bad for him.
What?
What is that?
It should be the New Day.
That would actually be great. Is this Dwayne?
If you smell Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, of course, it's the ego. And also, isn't he like a part owner now?
He's a board member. Yeah, he just bought more shares on the board too.
I actually thought it should have been Roman.
I love that he made up a belt for himself, though.
It's good. It's better than like it's fun.
But it also screams of like bitterness that you didn't get to win the real one at WrestleMania.
Also, yes.
So you're just gonna make your own.
Do you think the average wrestling fan still loves Dwayne?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I don't like Dwayne like the person.
You love The Rock?
I love The Rock. Like, yeah, once we're in the ring, it's all fun. I thought his run last year was fantastic for the most part.
What happened? There's so many celebs that like it almost like a snap went from being like loved by everybody, and maybe they were in shitty movies and they made fun of them, but it was still like liked them, to just being so done with them. I don't know what it was.
They're not different, Steven. It's so much easier to find out more about them now.
Yeah, but I can name like so many. Like Dwayne, Chris Pratt. I'm gonna end it there. No, Ryan Reynolds. I've seen get a lot of shit recently. A lot of people are fucking tired of him.
I love that. What's his face? Vin Diesel took a shot at Dwayne last night at the Golden Globes.
Did he?
Yeah.
What one? Does the Golden Globe have a Best Picture?
Yes. Brutalist won.
Of course.
And I forget, Wicked won for musical and comedy. Because they split it. They do one for drama and then one for like musical and comedy.
Oh, Emilia Perez won for Best Motion Picture Music or Comedy.
Oh, did it? Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought Wicked won. Off topic, but I've seen some.
Low one for Best Animated.
Really? Okay. I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about it. Dwayne's supposed to be a heel. Why are you here?
Wait, why are we muting stuff on Netflix? Like, we can hear bad words.
Because they still are classifying it as PG.
Ugh.
I know. I don't like that, and I hope it gets changed pretty quick. Or are those little Dwaynes? I was messaging Hayden last night. We were talking about, because they're looking forward to this. And I was like, between Dwayne and Cena, I don't know how we're going to fit 4 huge matches into 32 minutes. I'm already a fan of the production, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This bugs me, though. This is what gets me about Dwayne. Because The Rock is a heel. But Dwayne's coming out doing the goosebumps and shaking hands and giving shit to kids and all, everything he's doing screams face. And look, Dwayne is Dwayne. They're going to cheer him, even if he's the biggest asshole character ever.
Yeah.
This arena is right by the airport, right?
Is it? I
think.
I am not an LA expert. I try to avoid,
because I think it's
I try to avoid the combat zone as much as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone's got a Disneyland sweater on. That's fun. Have we had a Rollins Cena match before? Because if not, I definitely want one. I also want.
Yeah, I bet we did, but
in fact, we should probably make a list of 10 matches we want to see Cena in this year.
We should.
That'd be a good article. Because definitely want to see him against Dwayne. Definitely against Seth, Punk, KO, Cody, Roman. Shawn Michaels. Just kidding.
They're not going to get Shawn Michaels.
WWE has lied about that so many times. I don't believe it.
I mean, in the post Vince era, though, I kind of do.
I do appreciate it that it's all live and we're all watching at once.
I agree.
Because it's annoying when shit would get spoiled on the artist formerly known as Twitter.
Hey, they let the bullshit fly.
I'm ready to be done with Dwayne. Like, go away. Like, let's get.
Oh, I think we got more Dwayne to go tonight.
Also,
it makes so much more sense to me, Steven, why Trips was out first. Because there's like a little battle between them.
Yeah.
So if Dwayne's going to come out first, then Trips is going to be behind the curtain, right? Like for the thing. So
that's true. Oh, gotta get the Netflix shows.
Exactly,
yeah. I don't know. I like Squid Game season 1, man. I don't know if I want to watch Squid Game season 2.
I still need to watch the original.
1 was good.
I'll be honest, like Netflix turned into one of those services that I had, but watched like every 4 months. And now I'll have a reason to like actually go do it. And, that might be why they did this, Steven. To get people like me.
Oh, Dwayne's calling Cody out. That's a hint.
Cody's just in the crowd. Okay.
Adrenaline in my soul. Too bad we're not getting his music.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Royal family. I actually like his music. I'm just. Oh, wait. By the way, Kofi's mom getting up and walking away was hilarious. Also, Kofi saying my mom sat in the middle row on a 15-hour flight was peak promo heel comedy. Yep. Like I thought that was so well done. I was dying. I still don't think the New Day were wrong. Nothing they said was wrong to Big E. Why did he wait so long?
But I love that we're going that direction with heels. Whereas, like, they have a point.
Heels better. Problem is, KO's gotten a little whiny in recent weeks, and it's getting a little annoying. It's like, just stay on it.
See, Croc is building up Roman right now.
Yeah, so he turns on him later?
Yeah.
For sure. I don't think that's coming quite yet, though.
Here's the thing. If it happens tonight, we know Dwayne is signed for Mania.
Yeah. what The Rock is cooking. I do think that's one of the 3 most iconic sound / phrases in wrestling, if not the most. Definitely the most iconic words. I think the 2 other sounds were the gong from Taker and the glass crashing.
Yep. I think he's the best on the mic of all time.
He's really good. I'm
trying to think if I'd put anybody else above him. I mean, Flair in his prime, right, was great on the mic. Macho Man was fun on the mic. Hogan sucked on the mic.
Cena was good on mic. Is good on
Cena
mic.
was not, Steven. He was fine. He was above average, but he wasn't elite, super elite.
Punk's really good on mic. Rollins
Punk is super elite on mic, and it's just in a different way.
Oh, yep. Kicks it off. How many people are coming into this match? And are there going to be commercials during this?
I don't know. My guess is yeah.
Yeah, I think,
but I'm not sure.
All
right, chat. Let us know who's winning Tribal Combat. Roman Reigns v. Solo Sikoa. And do you love Solo?
I love you, Solo!
I think that's my favorite thing in WWE right now, Steven. There's always some stupid thing that just makes me laugh every time, and I think that's it.
So are they going to put Wade Barrett and Corey Graves together on SmackDown?
No, it's Joe Tessitore is going to be play-by-play, and I imagine it's going to be with Graves, and I think Barrett's going to get pushed to the post-show table.
I thought Tessitore was leaving WWE.
No.
Oh, no, he's staying.
They're going to flip. So when McAfee goes back to do College Game Day, Tessitore will go back to Raw. Because that frees up Tessitore's schedule to go call football games on Saturdays.
No, but Cole is so Cole goes back to SmackDown?
Cole will go back to SmackDown.
Oh, that sucks, man. I actually really like Wade Barrett as a commentator.
Me too. I think it's a little unfair to him, but it's a lot unfair to him.
Yep, he's going to the post show along with Big E. That sucks. I actually really, really liked Wade Barrett on announcement.
Yeah, I think he's great.
I thought he was good. I actually thought he was better than Corey Graves. Early Corey Graves. Corey Graves now is I'm fine.
Corey Graves now is really strong, actually. He's benefited a lot from being with Cole.
Yeah, the problem with Graves early was he's just super heel, but it was over the top heel, and it's no. At least Wade Barrett does a good job heel. Barrett does a good job at being heels on the heel side, but when ridiculousness happens, he at least calls it out. I that's sad. Pat McAfee sucks. He's one I've gone from loving. I loved him as a punter / I thought he was hilarious, and he's become my least favorite person in college and
he's
just sports.
Hated in the College Game Day fandom. And of course, I don't know if you probably don't watch College Game Day, Steven, but
no. But that used to be one of the best shows ever.
And it's still decent. What's his name? Nick Saban is actually a fantastic add to that panel. But McAfee is the center seat.
Yeah.
It's like hard not to notice that shit, you know? Like,
Yeah, he's a little bit egotistical.
I mean, he and A-Rod are made for each other.
Also, Bill Belichick's gonna suck at North Carolina or wherever he went.
Yeah. Well, no, because if North Carolina says we're going to spend NIL money, he's going to do really well. Because imagine you're a high school kid, and it's like you can go play for Bill Belichick. I think he knows something about getting guys into the NFL.
True.
You know, so that's why you've got a lot of former players now taking college jobs. They're following the Dion route. Did you see
who do you think wins
PJ Fleck got the Mayo bath, by the way?
By the way, is the Intercontinental match going to happen tonight?
I don't know.
Or are they saving that for next week?
Maybe. I kind of hope we keep the card smallish.
And just have long matches?
Yeah. Because, like, this match is going to be insane. I don't think we're getting Dwayne interference here, by the way, now.
No, but this Jacob and whichever Tonga is left.
Yeah. Tamatonga.
Do the Usos, or at least Sammy?
Yeah, Usos, Sammy will come out.
Well, because Jay can't come out because Jay has a match later, unless you have Drew come out too. But I don't see them two coming out.
What do you think of the black ring, the black mat?
I'm okay with it.
Me too. It's different, so there's going to be some people that are like, I hate it, but
okay, we're getting a lot of wrestlers in fork knife in the very near future. Yeah. I keep seeing the sign from that one person that's like, put Jacob Fatu in fork knife.
Oh yeah, I want that.
I might have to play,
like, especially. I want him in COD, so like in Kill Cam, you get the "I love you" Solo.
I'll tell you what, Tyler. If they ever put Solo and Jacob Fatu in, like, I'll play more because we'll just switch off who's who.
Hell yeah!
I played a little Marvel Rivals when it wasn't crashing on me over the weekend.
How was it?
It's pretty fun. It's basically Overwatch with Marvel.
Okay. What's your biggest hand in Balatro?
I hit 100 million the other day.
Nice.
I have not hit the E yet, and I'm sad.
Either.
I keep missing a couple like cards that were needed. What's your biggest? Have you gotten super addicted yet?
Oh, totally. Steven, I lost so many hours of sleep over vacation because that stupid game.
It's so much fun, dude.
It is the ultimate, like, one more round game.
Yeah.
It's like World of Warcraft used to be for me in that way. And I shit you not, there was a night where I stayed up until 3:30 in the morning playing Balatro.
That's crazy.
I love the Island of Relevancy too.
I know. Does Paul Heyman help with any bookings and storylines?
Yeah, he does.
With that? Okay. Do you think they should bring Jim Cornette back? Also, do you like the referee attire?
I do. I think
I don't hate it.
No, it works.
But I never hated the Raw and SmackDown shirts either. I know why they switched back to more of the zebra stripes, but
I think all this is smart because it gives this such a distinct look.
Yeah.
Like when you see a Netflix match, there's no like question about which show.
Well, they're not muting that, Tyler. Love you, Solo. Love you, Solo.
Wow. Steven, I thought people in LA had more class. I want that Macho Man hat in the front row.
Yeah. Tyler, you need to play Skyrim on the computer and download like the Macho Man Randy Dragons.
I do. And I can do it on my handheld now, right?
Yeah.
The ROG.
I don't know if that I know you can mod on the console, but I don't know if that mod's available. But I do think it's a funny Oh, well, here's commercials. We get Jake from State Farm. Oh no, this is the Snickers commercial.
Yeah, Snickers with the chefs. Steven, the Sam Darnold of old returned last night.
I saw that they got killed, man.
It was really close at halftime, but it just had that feel the whole game that they were going to get just,
I get it. I just think it sucks for the Vikings that are like 14-3 and going to be in the 5th seed.
Yeah, I mean, they had a chance to be the 1 seed. It was in their own control.
Yeah. I just think it sucks that they're going to have an away game for being that good, but
I'm okay with it. Like, there's got to be a reward for winning the division, no matter what division you're in.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I know. I'm not saying to change it. I just said it sucks.
I mean, I'll be 100% honest with you. The Vikings are not a good enough team to win the Super Bowl. I think they're an overinflated 14-3. I think they're
no. What is Sam Darnold? The let me pull up the I gotta find the subreddit. Here we are. He is the GEQBUS, Tyler.
What's that?
The GQ, the God Emperor quarterback of the United States.
Okay. Well, sure. He wasn't yesterday.
I don't know if I should laugh at some of this, but I'm going to laugh at some of this.
But I actually wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings lost on Monday.
That would be very sad for them.
And if they win, they go right back to Detroit.
Tyler, are you really happy for Zendaya and Tom Holland?
I actually did see that, and sure.
Did you watch the Goldies last night?
I didn't. I forgot they were happening until like 2 hours prior.
Well, Hayden sent the message asking if I was tuned in, and that was a heck no techno. I did finish Dune Prophecy, and I really, really liked that show.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
I'm scared to look up the reviews. I don't see why it would be considered woke, though.
Oh, Steven, don't underestimate their ability to come up with something to be
about. I thought it was very intriguing.
Are there women in the show?
Well, yeah, it's about the Bene Gesserit.
Okay, woke. Super woke, in fact.
I don't know. I loved it.
No, I know. I'm sure it's great.
And I loved Skeleton Crew. I binged 4 episodes of it, and I wanted more.
Yeah, I love the vibe of that show. And like, I want to know the answers to some of the stuff that's lingering out there in it still, that says something.
Jude Law is great in that show.
All right, Steven, 33 minutes into Netflix Raw, we get our first action.
Well, that's not any different from normal Raws. Sometimes, I mean, it's like 45 minutes in. Okay, not that quite. Only the Raw after I almost said Super Bowl. After Mania.
It can like be 45. Remember when Dwayne came out and did the promo after Mania and we didn't get, like, they were out there for like 45 minutes.
Exactly the match I was talking about. Yeah. I am blooming over. Sorry.
How long, Steven, until Commissioner James just decides that this is now the Lakers' home stadium too?
No, the Staples Center. Oh, no, it's not the Staples Center anymore. It's the Crypto Zero, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I know Crypto is soon to be the Doge Dome. I'm sure.
coming from you.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that Solo doesn't quite have ramen hair anymore because I couldn't unsee that
Yeah.
for a long time. Also, I feel like Solo is the better version of who else did the Samoan Spike?
Umaga.
Umaga. Yeah. I think
Umaga
Solo's
was
a better
great.
wrestler than Umaga.
I don't know. Umaga was I think he will be. Umaga was pretty good though.
I actually like the Samoan Spike better now than I used to. I used to think that was like the dumbest move.
Yeah.
By the way, Jey Uso needs to stop doing the damn spear. It looks weak as shit.
See, there's two moves that are required to be on TV like 5 times an hour. It's the spear,
The spear and the high kick.
the super kick. Yeah.
Or super kick, yeah. I do love that Roman picked the two worst finishers to have.
You don't like the Superman punch?
No.
I don't either. I do like his spear though. It's okay.
Roman spear is good.
And the whole
Braun Breaker has the best spear in wrestling. Like it actually looks like it would hurt.
By the way, Steven, Braun Breaker v. Goldfinger. What do you think?
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not either. If it's like 4 minutes.
I wanted to see Gunther versus Goldschlager.
I kind of do too, although I sort of want to see Gunther v. John Cena.
That's another match I want to see. Also, the fact that Paul Heyman has the Ulafala, I think is telling. And that Solo let him have it.
This match doesn't even start until the run-ins begin.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is a custody of the Wise Man match.
Yeah.
I'm actually wondering if Solo wins this, and like you were saying, Paul looks scared and then starts smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And
But how much longer can we keep doing this?
I don't know. I'm done. I'm
we
tired
keep
of
just
it, man.
fighting for the Ulafala.
I would like Roman to be in any other match with any other people other than the Bloodline.
Yeah,
I think the problem is though right now, and it's a little problem of WWE's own making, is they set this up so the big belts can only ever change hands at like Mania and maybe SummerSlam. And when Roman held it for 17 years, Cody's now at least holding it through Mania, or at least to Mania.
Yeah.
And so you can't have Roman be against too many people without us wanting him to go after Cody's title. Because he can't go after the other title. It has to be Cody's title. And so, you can't, you've, it's not your fault, WWE, but it just kind of sucks. Because there's not much you can do.
It's the one thing that, if you think about it, is frustrating, is that he's been back now for 6 months. And he has yet to even really seriously hint at wanting his belt back.
But he is trying to clean up his own house. I think that's the case. Clean up the house before going.
But how many times are we going to have this fight without the Ulafala has yet to ever really change hands outside of that one time that he picked it up in the ring and they got his ass kicked? So
I really wish they would have slowed it down and done more of like Roman has to make amends sort of thing. And then at next Mania in 26 is when he gets like a chance at the belt. But he came back and was like, and I think it was Drew that said it, or whoever was like, and he clapped and you came running and.
By the way, see, I don't know if you're seeing this commercial, same one. You should be.
Shifting gears, yeah.
Tim Allen is just not funny anymore.
I can't. I'm actually it made me less excited for Toy Story 15 or whatever one they're on now. I think it's 5.
5? Would you be down for a live action Toy Story?
No.
So you're not on the live action of animated train?
No, almost nothing needs it. I say almost.
I am really excited for the How to Train Your Dragon one. But I think there's some potential there.
I'm okay with things like Maleficent that like retell the story, like the villains, or Cruella retell the story as live action. I actually enjoyed those movies. But I do not want to just shot for shot remake that's live action, or even worse, like The Lion King, which was not even, it was CGI.
Yeah,
basically that's.
I heard Mufasa is not good.
I've heard it's fun but bad.
Yeah, because I saw the Holy Trinity of Christmas films, Steven.
I still want to see Nosferatu. I wanted to go this weekend, but you know the Sunday Scaries, Tyler?
Oh, I do.
Well,
yeah.
Post-vacation Sunday Scaries are amplified by 50.
So much worse. I know.
What's funny is for how crappy I felt yesterday, like today went so smooth and easy, and like, what the hell was I?
But I saw the whole Complete Baby Ratu. Complete Unknown's fantastic. Baby Girl's good.
Yeah, I just don't foresee myself watching it ever.
You should see it, but you'll be just fine not going to the theater to do so.
Yeah, I really want to go see Nosferatu. I wish my wife liked horror movies. I love them, but I'm scared. I don't like watching them by myself.
Like it's art house Dracula, you know?
Yeah.
And you've seen Robert Eggers stuff. He's really good at atmospheric, and that's the case here.
Yeah, I didn't find The Lighthouse scary. I fell asleep during The Witch, but that was because I was working like 12-hour days, basically. Sure. And then I watched it on like Friday, and I passed out because I was tired.
I didn't really find it scary. Like, there's a couple moments that are creepy.
Yeah.
I just found it to be really good.
I like Robert Eggers as a director. I know The Northman's not everyone's favorite movie. I really liked it, though.
I think when you have a style like his, though, that's going to be the case. Like, there's going to be...
Yeah. I loved The Lighthouse, though. I thought it was phenomenal.
I tried watching it, and I just wasn't in the right... Like, I feel like that's a movie you have to be locked in for. And I wasn't. So I'll give it another go.
I was not sober when I watched it, and I enjoyed it a lot. This match been okay.
It's fine. Like, I'm not feeling the stakes.
It's hard because I feel like they brought Roman back like 3 months too early. We love you, Solo! And also, the spinning Solo is a great move. Now, I like Solo as a wrestler. I know Fatu is super entertaining. I just enjoy Solo a lot in ring. He's grown a lot on me. And I actually don't hate him on mic either. And the Wish.com version of the Tribal Chief is funny.
Mm.
And I think there's 4 matches, unless we get the Cena like challenge match, which I could see him doing.
Yeah, I can see that. But I bet we're gonna get a whole bunch of like segments, of shit.
Oh,
People
yeah.
coming out to do stuff, say stuff. Remember, we still got Hulkamania to run wild.
Is this gonna be a 3-hour show?
I bet it's 2.5 to 3.
We want tables. And then he puts it back just to get booed. Oh, he's pulling it out. Hey, Solo, how'd you not see Roman not in the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I can't, like, I'm usually pretty good about suspension of disbelief when it comes to wrestling, and it makes it way more enjoyable. But there are a couple things that I struggle with, and, like, that's one of it.
See, I think the announcers actually did a disservice there. Because the camera was on Solo. You couldn't really see in the ring, right? But
Yeah.
and the announcers were like, well, Roman just collapsed out of the ring. So now he's not in there anymore.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't.
Yeah.
But also, I don't listen to Pat. And because because Michael Cole loves Pat so much, I kind of stopped liking Michael Cole as much. I actually think Michael Cole is better with Corey Graves than he does with Pat, but
Like, I'm sure Pat's fun. He has
probably
that weird,
is.
like, infectious personality, but it's just so much. Did Pat lose to Vince McMahon?
Yeah, I
That's
think.
right. Yeah.
And then Stone Cold came out and
beat up Vince.
Yeah.
And Vince, like, did the worst stunner cell of all time.
Yeah. It was almost as bad as Linda, though, 10, 15, or however many years ago.
The thing is, Vince has taken probably hundreds of stunners.
Vince looked so damn old that last time, though.
Oh, it's time for the last ride.
But he's too slow on the cover.
He should just pull out the whole Undertaker suite of moves.
Uh-oh. Tamatonga's here. Michael Cole and Paul Heyman, don't call people animals.
Where'd he come from, Pat? He was right in front of you.
Which means Jacob Fatu's somewhere around here.
You'll hear him.
I think he's here. I think Jacob got stuck on something.
He did. Now we're going to do the kick.
We love you, Solo! Whose music? Do we hear Jimmy?
Oh, what if we get Super Cena right now?
That'd be interesting. I don't think he should. I think Cena should.
I don't think he should come out to, like, speak.
I was hoping the ref got pulled out of the ring again, just for the bit. This time by Jimmy. Paul Heyman's very scared.
I love Paul Heyman's like reaction shots. Always have.
What would you say is the most iconic moment in wrestling like history?
It's Hogan Andre. It has to be, right? Like the body slam.
Yeah. Okay.
And that pains me to say, Steven, but I just feel like it has to be that. And man, the second biggest one still might be Hogan.
Oh, it's Sammy. Is it the Hogan Rock like face thing where they both look?
It's the Hogan NWO turn.
Oh. Exploder. Or the haluva kick, sorry.
The Austin 316 moment is in the top 10. Oh boy.
Cool.
Oh, we don't have a ref.
6, 7, 8. Wait, Jacob, why wouldn't you stop that? I don't know why Jacob Fatu wouldn't just stop the ref.
Right?
I think he messed up. The most iconic ref moment is Charles Robinson running 6.5 miles.
Oh, I know. That was the best.
Like dead sprint.
I know. This match has gotten really good in the last 5 minutes.
I don't know who's winning it.
I don't either. That's the best part. I can't tell you like with certainty who's going to win any of these tonight. And that's rare.
I think someone's coming in. This feels like Roman's going to lose.
I know. It does to me too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That makes so much sense though, doesn't it?
Kind of.
Oh.
Does that mean Cody comes in to help? I think Cody's going to come in to help.
That's why he was right at ringside, right?
Yeah, because you gotta have Cody's like theme music. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to have Cody's theme song at some point tonight.
This is all turned into a mini WrestleMania 40 main event, Steven.
Yeah, it has. It's the same thing, just with different people.
I thought Cody hasn't been medically cleared.
He hasn't, but he's medically cleared for money.
He looks okay. Just
on
saying.
Netflix.
This is really fun.
Yeah, it's a good kickoff match. For those new to wrestling, most Raw and SmackDowns are not like this. But
no. Oh.
Spear. Nice.
Spear.
Hoo-ha. Unless Dwayne's coming into, which I think they're done. I think Roman. One, two, three. Yay!
Really good opening match. Really
Roman OTC. Over the counter. Over the counter.
I'm glad this happened.
Yeah, it was fun.
We need to move on from this.
Plus, I'm starting to think you're right. I think KO and because you can have Rollins because of like Punk teaming up with Roman at times, and Paul should have helped Solo out with his foot.
Paul's terrified of him.
That's right. Punk's a poser, 214.
Ooh, you got him. I bet Punk saw that and like he's like, I can't go out there now.
What match comes on next? Is it Jay Drew?
Yeah, I'm putting Jay Drew on next.
Oh, there's Dwayne.
Uh-oh.
There's Dwayne boy. If you smell what the wok is cooking.
Is the Heyman turn still coming?
You think Heyman's gonna
put it on Dwayne?
Oh, I meant stun Roman. But I don't think the turn's happening until Punk cashes in his favor.
What if that is the favor?
But that he joins Dwayne?
That he turns on Roman.
Hmm.
Oh boy!
You think Dwayne's gonna put it on and then rock bottom him?
You're like, I do too. You're like 1 second ahead of me, so don't get like really worked up if something
I'll
happens.
Pause for a second. Okay. He's putting it on him.
Put it on.
While Heyman made sure to get in the camera shot.
Mm-hmm.
You get the eyebrow? I hope it happens. Now lift his arm over your shoulder. And then rock bottom him.
And okay.
I don't think it's happening yet. I do find Paul's face interesting, though.
God, they're baiting us really hard right now. They're really teasing us, Steven. Like,
I know.
This is like the Ryan Johnson of Raws. It's the subverting expectations left and right. He just looked over at Paul Heyman.
Oofalafa.
All right.
This can't be next. Yeah.
No, this will be main event.
I'm curious if there's anything big going to happen after that. How many matches don't have some interference happening? Or do you think we're done with the interference?
The women's one will have a little bit, I think. But mostly like Dom and what's her face? Raquel Rodriguez.
By the way, I think Gunther comes out at the end of the Punk Rollins match.
I could see that.
Tyler, are you a real boss player?
No, but I want a Larry shirt.
It's Tiffy time.
I'm looking forward to seeing the fallout from that on Friday.
Yeah.
I've been to Applebee's, Steven, and never once, not once, has my food looked like that.
No, I'll tell you, the best time I ever had at Applebee's was I was drinking, and then we went to Applebee's and I got more drinks, and then I only got appetizers, and that was pretty good. I had
No, they used
Applebee's
to have, yeah, they used to have buy one get one appetizers on like after 10 o'clock, and we'd go for hockey games and then go to there. It was the best. Is there like mozzarella sticks? Were I assume still are pretty good.
As someone that doesn't watch a lot of live television,
Mhm.
like I forget how much commercials suck. Now.
Yeah,
Dude, I feel
but
like they used to be good. Like they used to not suck. Now it's just awful.
oh
They're
no,
not
they
funny.
are.
They're not.
When we do this though, like it's almost nice because it gives us a chance to like just talk
Yeah.
about what we just saw. But yeah, I'm with you in general because like the instinct in me wants to grab like the Apple TV remote and just fast forward now.
Yeah, for real. But I remember, like, I don't know if kids, I like obviously we don't watch like Disney or Nickelodeon anymore, but like back in the day, the toy commercials were so much fun. Like, I never got any of the toys on there, but like the
Yeah.
Super Soakers and the like GI Joes and all that. Like,
what is this?
it looks like a crappy Netflix action movie that I would love. Back in action.
When we meet tomorrow, we'll talk about streaming movies and any TV show. I made a spreadsheet already of all the like movies through first couple weeks of June.
There's not a ton announced.
Yeah.
At least when I was looking before break.
There's a lot, but after you get into June, it really
Well, get a lot at the Super Bowl. They usually announce like a few there.
But we'll talk like streamer ones and there are some significant TV shows coming. Last of Us 2, Stranger Danger 5. Andor season 2, all that.
I think Randall comes back at the Rumble.
Yeah, I would assume. I'm trying not to get myself too hyped about my own prediction of the Drew, Seth, and KO faction because I think that could be a real like dominant thing if they do it right. Oh, you haven't seen that yet, have you? Royal Rumble's in Saudi Arabia. And
oh my god.
Next year.
Oh. Does that mean it's going to be on at like 10 a.m.?
Yep. Oh, do you think they'll make a big deal about Pat McAfee there, Steven?
Probably. He's going to get that entrance at the beginning. 100%.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And honestly, if you're gonna do it anywhere, like
Yeah.
he deserves it there.
I'm okay with it there. Like,
Yeah.
sure.
He should come out with his Colts jersey on, in
Mhm.
my opinion. We'll see if he does, but
Can we do the finishing move where Vince punts the football into him again? It's such an honor, Steven, that he leaves for half the year every year.
yeah.
Poor Mello. What don't you like about Ashton Kutcher? What did he do?
He defended Danny Masterson.
Oh.
Which, if you didn't know, he raped someone. Do you watch SNL? Like,
I don't anymore, really. Should I? Ray has to sit in the sands with LA Knight.
And is that it is the Viking Raiders, or I mean the War Machine,
the War
or whatever
Raiders,
the hell they're called, the War Raiders. Tyler, who?
I don't know. This is where we need Hayden right now.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Yeah, because we couldn't see him before when he was on screen the whole time.
I know, for real.
That guy has a Vince t-shirt on.
Yep.
That I'm gonna, see, we're gonna get benefit of the doubt and say bought that like 6 years ago. Well, we put it off as long as we can.
Oh, SNL and Michael Che.
Yeah.
SNL's okay. Like, I don't know. I watch clips once in a while, but the Weekend Update, like where they write jokes for each other, is always
really good.
funny.
Yeah.
Should I get that whole fit?
I feel like Michael Che takes it to a level that Colin Jost is not willing to go to.
No, Michael. He always writes like the most racist jokes. It's really. Also, that's a funny sign. Peacemaker's greater than Black Adam. It's true because Peacemaker was good and fun.
I'm not digging the socks, Steven.
Why is John in blue? John is green. He's always been a green guy.
No, he hasn't. He's the big fat bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
Who called that?
The Rock. Because he's always changing colors on his t-shirts. He'd have red and then purple and then green and oh god, I only wish tonight was that.
Dude, he's red. He's in his wrestling attire though. He never is not.
Yeah. But Cena always had like the ankle, the no-show socks, you know?
Yeah, I don't like those.
Those are very like, I don't know, junior high of him.
Logan Paul's 100% coming out here.
Oh, totally.
100%.
I like the other Cena champ more.
What, the FU Cena?
No, the Let's Go Cena. Cena sucks.
Oh, yeah. Tyler, you love Cena.
Do I?
You know what's fun, Tyler?
What's that?
Is I'm finally feeling better when I went back to work. 2 weeks of being off, and I was sick the whole time. And now that I'm back at work, I feel better.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go.
Ugh. I do like the backing of that shirt. You can't see me after this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can't. I feel like after this should have gone on the bottom, but. So Cena's like full-time wrestling, right?
I don't know.
The jorts. I love the jorts. Are you a big jorts fan, Tyler?
You know, I wasn't even back in like 2007 or 6 or whenever that whole trend began with him.
I feel like back in the day, Cena's jorts were way longer.
Yeah.
Do you think Cena's first time in Fast and the Furious, Vin Diesel's like, oh no, not another wrestler?
Probably. I thought we
think-
were like careening towards a moment where we get the Cena Rock stare down like they did in the.
Not yet. It's gonna happen, just not yet.
No, I mean in that movie, in one of those
Oh.
movies.
No, that makes me think Cena and The Rock have not buried the hatchet. The fact that they've not been in a movie or TV show together.
Well, but it's Dwayne that had the issue with Vin Diesel, right? And
oh, I just meant Cena and The Rock.
oh yeah, Cena should have been in Red One. That's a Cena type of flick.
I'm still here. I'm just eating.
Yeah, I will give you this, Stephen. Like Cena's comedic chops and timing, is actually pretty good.
They're great. Yep. There it is. How long do you think they make us wait for that?
I think he fights for the belt at Mania.
When do you think he wins it?
I don't know if he does.
I thought I heard they're planning for it. What? Hmm. This makes me think he's winning it. Now I'm for sure it's going to happen. Or win the Rumble. Tyler, you love this.
I mean, I'm at the point now. You know how you get at the end of a legend's career where it's like you just appreciate?
Yeah.
I'm there. But I'd like to not hear this same speech every week, you know?
Yeah, Cena! Never give up, never surrender, never quit.
You're giving up after this year.
He's not giving up. And here's where Logan Paul comes in.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I still think Punk has a better chance in the.
Oh, here you go, Steven.
Oh God, is he coming full time? I don't think I'd hate him as much if he wasn't like actually probably a bad person.
Yeah. They're really gonna bring him there and just have him sit at like in the stands. So we're on pace, Stephen, for one match per hour.
Yeah. Oh, good. Dirty Dommy is here.
We need to get Dom away from Liv and Judgment Day so we can go back to his classic entrance.
I think that might be one of my favorite entrances at Mania ever.
It was just one of my favorite bits, like starting with
so
Thanksgiving
funny.
and Christmas, like getting in the fight and getting arrested. The tear under the eye and all this, everything.
I just love Dirty Dom as a character.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see more out of him in the ring. I feel like he's been very much
the
a
best
big
wrestler under 30, Steven.
Yeah. He's not even the best wrestler under 30 in that ring or going to be in that ring.
That wasn't like men and women combined, right? That was just men's.
I thought Rhea was 2 on that list.
Maybe. If that's the case, that's absurd.
Where was that article?
ESPN.
Yeah, no, because Tony Storm's number 3, Rhea's 4.
Oh my God. Okay. They have to be taking character like into huge account there.
But Rhea Ripley's a great character.
She is.
But yeah, he was one of the bigger heats this year. I feel like people have cooled on him a little bit. The New Day
because
have
Judgment Day
just a
spinning
ton
their
of heat
wheels.
right now. Yeah. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, I got some more food, so I'm gonna keep my camera off.
Yeah.
Tyler, are there any good wrestling books?
Yeah, so
Jericho's good. I feel like I remember hearing about
Jericho's second one. I mean, they're all fine, but the second one I really, really loved. And that's the one that starts with his WWE debut up through like his first exit from the company. But even more so than that, there's 2 others. The Eric Bischoff book called Controversy Creates Cash, I thought was really good. And wow, seeing Seth Green with a lot of gray.
I feel like it was in their contract, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
If they're in a Netflix movie anytime soon, they had to be here.
Oh, totally. That's about the only title they'll be getting anytime soon. And then Mick Foley's very first book, Steven.
Yeah. You say that again?
Mick Foley's very first book.
Okay.
It's like Blood, Tears, and Sweat Socks or something like that. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, it's Shinsuke. I'm excited to see who injured Cargill. I still think it'd be fun if it was Bianca.
Me too. I think it should be. So technically, Steven, we've had one title change hands tonight already.
Counting the Ulafala.
Yeah. Will this be the second one?
I think it has to be.
This is another one where I just don't know what you do after this if you don't do it here.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly right.
I feel like they've done a really good job building to here. But you build to here to pull the trigger here, you know?
Yeah, especially if like Becky comes back.
Yeah.
And they should bring a bigger woman back right now.
And I just hope they find something really good for Liv to do.
Oh, shut up. Michael. Edge manipulated me into being an evil lady. And she deserved it. Sorry.
Are you still on that train, Steven? That Liv was in the right?
Also, I don't like this. She never lost. She's lost to Liv twice.
But she didn't lose the title. She didn't go in with champion's advantage in those matches, Steven. And the one time she lost because of shenanigans.
Yeah, but she lost. Well,
Dirty Dom got out of his shark cage.
Well, no, Raquel came in.
Mm-hmm. And actually she won that match by disqualification. Because they had to, because the ref was looking right at her. I don't think she was supposed to win.
No, they messed that one up really bad.
All right, Steven, pop quiz for you. Other than USA, what's the only other station before Netflix that Monday Night Raw was ever on?
NBC?
No. It's cable.
CNBC?
God, that would be hilarious, actually, but no.
Soccer shows up on maybe not anymore, but before Peacock was the thing, the last game of the season they aired all 10 games, and because they all play at the same time, which is a great way to end the season.
I
by
agree.
the way,
they do that shit at the Olympics too. Like CNBC will get a lot of stuff.
Actually, football does it. I think at least they try to balance. Well, no, they don't. Never mind. I think. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Let me wait. Is it an NBC owned?
It might. I don't know, but it wasn't a. And I'm taking out like times where it got moved because of like the U.S. Open or what other bullshit, the tennis thing or whatever. So I think it moved to Sci-Fi a couple times or some shit because of that.
Oh yeah,
that doesn't count.
Okay, so we just change the rules of this.
Well, I mean, as the home of Raw. Okay, we'll do it that way.
Gotcha. That makes okay. What was it?
TNN, the national network.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
They signed an agreement. I don't even know if it's still in existence, honestly, but they signed an agreement. Well, TNN changed. It might be under a different name now, but it changed from like Nashville Network to being like the Alpha Bro like shows, like.
So it was Spike TV?
All the CSIs. Yeah, basically. And actually, I think it did change to Spike. Now that you say that. Because I think it changed from TNN to Spike. I'm almost certain. So.
Oh, no, it's now Heartland. The Heartland?
That feels like something that, like, Yellowstone would be on.
I was right. Yeah. No, TNN launched as Spike TV. And then
so Spike and then TNN.
No, TNN then Spike.
Okay, TNN then Spike. And now whatever.
Oh, in 2000, eh?
Yep. I don't think it went well because they obviously went back, right? And I do think this one will turn out differently, though.
Oh, yeah. Also, I have zero interest in Subway. Sometimes my sister goes there and offers, and I just...
Subway, like, used to be fine when it was...
It was $5, and now it's not $5, and it's still crap.
The quality. Like, when they had the $5 footlong every month, that was great. And I know, like, franchise owners have said that it crushed them, the $5 footlong, and it was unsustainable and blah, blah, blah. And, like, one of the things I'm happy is that it shifted a lot in the last 10 years is that I think a lot more consumers now are like, so.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care. In the past, it would have been like, well, they have to make money.
Yeah. That was kind of a funny commercial.
It was. We need the excuse me, we need the young homeowner turning into your parents commercials here.
Those are good. Oh, fork knife. Remember when I called that this game was going to be super big and some of you didn't believe me and then I was right?
Yeah. What I didn't anticipate that they've absolutely been brilliant at, better than anyone ever in gaming, is their ability to have like crossover marketing.
Yeah.
And stay relevant with the zeitgeist.
Yeah. The reason I knew it was going to be big is, one, the people in like gaming like Facebook groups at the time, that's a blast from the past, like loved it, and they like it was free, but then they like supporting it like with the battle pass because it was one of the first, and it did it well. Like you didn't need it at all, but like it was fun if you wanted extra stuff.
Sure.
And the fact that kids, it was like an obsession at the school I was at. I'm like, this is gonna be big.
When I do, one of the things I do is Generations of the Workplace. You know that, but just for the benefit of everybody here, And when I teach that to professionals, one of the things we talk about the younger generation is how, like, with younger gens now, games like Fortnite are basically social interaction for a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's how kids hang out after school.
Yep.
The days of, leave and don't come home till the lights come on, that's gone. Like,
yeah,
you can good old days reminisce as much as you want, but I don't know if you know this, but it makes little sense when you hear it. I saw the data a few months ago, but every generation thinks that their society or whatever was great, quote unquote.
The last bastion
No.
of amazing.
They if you ask them to pinpoint a time, they say they're early to mid teenage years. Every single generation says that with almost every single thing, whether it's music or movies or anything. And it makes so much sense
think
when you think about
my
it.
Teenage years were my best years.
But
or do you mean like the stuff that came out during the teenage years was the best?
Yeah, so they'll say like music was the best during that time, and
music hasn't been good since 2000. Like
life
7.
was good during that time overall, and that thing. There's always exceptions, right? But overall, that is the overwhelming sentiment, and it makes
I'm
so
really
much sense.
Curious if it stays that way though.
It will, because it makes so much sense, because at that age, you are old enough and developed enough to have interests in things you really like, right? You've established enough individuality to like music and movies and whatever, gaming, etc. But you don't have any bills or jobs or anything yet. So yeah, everything's great.
That's true. I loved high school, like summer, when I would play a game for a week, take it to GameStop, return it for a new game, and just do that for week after week after week.
I did that when I was in college. And yeah, I mean, it's essentially
But now they have Game Pass, though. So.
It's essentially a grandiose rental program back in the day.
Yeah.
But it was their policy, right? Like, they had it. I wasn't manipulating anything.
No, they actively encouraged it.
Yeah, because they knew for every one of us that did that, like 5 others never did.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we've gotten away from the match.
It's not
the
like
match was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. We do shoot the shit a lot during wrestling.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem is that, like, early parts of all these matches always feel relatively the same, like a little back and forth. And you're just waiting for, like, when the good part's going to come.
Especially with this match, because we've seen this match now, 3 times?
Yeah. Oh, God. Liv the faces. No, thank you.
What if Liv loses and Dom just dumps her?
That would be funny.
It would.
I think Dom should have come down with a plate of tendies.
What I worry about, and I think I've said this before, like on our streams, but what do you do with Dom after all this? Because, like, in 2025, you got to start building his singles career. He's 27 now. It's time.
Yeah. You got to have him start chasing one of the mid cards.
Mm-hmm.
Or join a tag team for a little while.
It should be a tag team, honestly.
What do you join with, though?
I could see, Judgment Day fracturing and then having sort of a. He and like JD would be decent, I feel.
Him and Jay?
Like not Carlito.
No, it can't be Carlito. It has to
J-
be someone fresh.
JD
Oh, you
McDonough's a
said
good
JD.
worker. JD McDonough. Like he's a good worker. So he can be the one who like carries a lot of the matches as Dom continues to learn.
Do the Latino Heat Shuffle and then Frog Splash. Like Dom said. Like Daddy Dom.
No, we're on Three Amigos. Is it Three Amigas when we do it this way?
I don't think that's entirely true. Also, what are the weird red lights in the crowd? They're like at people's seats.
Yeah, it's part of the seating.
Hmm.
It makes it look cool and futuristic, Steven. My concern about Rhea Ripley is that, she's still like 26, I think, or something like that, 25.
Yeah.
When she's 35, is she going to be like more injury prone than even like Charlotte? Because they ran Charlotte hard for like 3 or 4 years.
I think the benefit is the women's division's a lot better.
Yeah.
But I do think Rhea needs some time off.
I agree.
Soon.
But she's going to have a title again. Maybe shortly.
I know, but she's going to lose it to Becky at...
You really think so?
Well, maybe not.
Nice.
There it is. Clean.
That, I don't know, Steven. Tell me if you agree. That was my least favorite of their matches.
Yeah, part of it's because it's stale. I'm just like bored.
We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it recently. But
I do wonder if WWE did delayed some of these stories. She's gonna hit him with the title. What if they kiss? That'd be funny. It shouldn't happen. That's funny. Dom's gonna get kicked in the nuts. Or just the title shot to the head. Forgive him. Forgive him. Yeah, I saw that coming. That was a hard shot.
It was. Oh, the Riptide.
Dom sells moves pretty well. I'll give him
He
that.
does. I mean, I've told you and I have talked about this, but I was on the Rhea Ripley train long before she was on the main roster.
Yeah.
And she's on at this point. She's one of my favorite in-ring performers like ever.
Yeah.
There just aren't bad matches from her.
Someone's coming out here.
Oh yeah, we're getting Becky here. Maybe Charlotte.
Who would you rather see?
I feel like Becky. They have history.
Because I feel like Charlotte should go up against Tiffy.
Oh, that would actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Because Tiffy's definitely like almost the face right now, if not kind of.
She's listed as a heel though.
I know, but is she really? Like, she got so much.
Plus, like, whenever Charlotte comes back, she's a face, and it's always the weird, awkward face run because she's so much better as a heel. See, now is Dom going to be in trouble because he tried to do that?
I think that's how they.
Yeah.
I think that's how they. I can't wait till next Raw when Finn just gives Liv a bunch of shit.
What? What the fuck, Steven?
As an American badass.
Is he coming to challenge her for the women's title?
I think it could be the man. Except she's not American.
She is if she did it the right way.
I'm not actually that surprised Taker's here. It's Raw. Do you think he wrestles again, Tyler?
No. I don't think he should either. I think they should have him do things like he did at Mania this year.
Yeah.
And like this, just come out, say hi to everybody. Don't speak because you'll say something stupid, as we've seen recently.
Yeah.
Seeing when he gives his rub to a talent, that's a big endorsement. See, I figured this was going to happen. Because like I said, he main evented the very first Raw.
Yeah.
I love how they're just like, we hate this back there.
I saw a weird, or not a weird, but I saw a potential. I saw something saying Biggie like in the Rumble.
I don't think
And
so.
I wonder. Because you had him do the heel turn.
It would be really cool. You know who I want on the show? Vicky Guerrero. Even though she was SmackDown forever.
Yay, Gable. Chad Gable needs a belt this year. They screwed him over so hard. Also, the little bit from last Raw where they were like, Americans aren't flawed and they're not built, but they're made. Was funny. It was stupid, but it was funny. Dragon Lee?
No, it's gonna be the debut of the new dude.
Oh, that thing that they had the banner up early?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good. So Gable's just going to get buried again? So stupid.
Yep. Totally what it's going to be.
Gable's good on mic and great in ring. Gable's really good on mic and great in ring. I don't understand.
I think also, really at this point, his role is to build younger talent. Fair or not, I think that's where they're at.
True. True.
He's fully
true,
won me over,
true.
Steven. I've always thought he was good, but
And you know what, Drew? I won't take it personally, okay? When he was like, and everyone forgot about me. That's not true. I'm on camera multiple times saying, I miss you, Drew. Come back.
His character is so much better right now than it really ever has been.
Yeah, I like him. I just
and like I'm split because he deserves so much credit. He deserves basically all the credit on the men's side for carrying WWE through the pandemic.
Yeah.
As much as like Bayley and Sasha deserve on the women's side.
Yeah, they put on some good matches.
And
he did.
But like his character at the time was so, I don't know, it just felt really one-dimensional. And right now, it's so good. Like that tweet I sent you and he made when he hugged Cody Rhodes. That was funny as shit. Like that was really good.
You didn't hug him live on TV, I guess, because I didn't see it. Unless
It was on SmackDown.
Oh, was it? It wasn't yesterday or a few days ago, was it?
Yeah, it was the last one. It was really early.
I didn't think they hugged.
They did. Cody didn't really like reciprocate. He stood there, but Drew hugged him. But he's like, I just wanted to see how stupid the tattoo is up close or whatever. Like, that's funny.
Yes, it was funny.
Steven, do you frequent bars like this often?
No, I don't frequent any bars. I find bar and club life to be just awful.
Same. I don't mind like a small bar sometimes, especially if there's some live music that's like not country or whatever. If I could find like a decent comedy club in town, I might do that.
Yeah.
But you basically have to go down to the Twin Cities to get that.
I think Sarah liked that show, the first season.
The Night Agent, yeah. Oh, Rue's a good boy, Charlie.
Oh, God. I could not with the dog like that. I have one that barks at anything walking any remotely close, and it's annoying. Like, the whining the whole time would get on my damn nerves.
But it's cute, Steven.
It's cute when other people's dogs on television do it.
Mm-hmm.
Living with it is almost akin to torture. I think it's banned by the Geneva Convention, actually.
I think the funniest thing my dog did/does is he fucking loves Game of Thrones because of all the horses. So we call it the horse.
My dog's
call it the horsey show because whenever it's on, he just sits quietly on the floor and stares at the TV for an hour.
That is really funny. He's a horse girl.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that. What's it called? Pixels we're getting here.
Trips is like, I still got out there first, motherfucker.
He just tried to give him a handshake and didn't. Rock said, F y'all then.
You didn't answer before, Steven, when I asked you if you saw PJ Fleck got the Mayo bath.
And because you guys won the Mayo award.
Yep. Okay, that water bottle is hilarious if you've seen Smile 2.
I've not.
It's the worst fucking, like, and most obnoxious product placement this side of Death Stranding.
There's Dakota Kai and Io Sky, so they're going to be on TV in a little bit. That was Bill Simmons.
I know he's a
Is Bill
massive
Simmons a
wrestling
big?
fan.
He is?
He is. Yeah, he is. So this might be like a totally naive question. Is he still as big of a deal as he was?
I don't think so.
I feel like everybody who's ever been on Netflix is here.
Yes, anyone remotely famous.
Oh,
You couldn't show her earlier because that would have given away the surprise.
that daddy's here. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I told you they were going to be on TV. I'm not sure where Bill Simmons is right now, to be honest. Oh, he's on HBO. And I think he's still doing The Ringer.
Like, I just feel for some of the talent, having them sit in these chairs is like.
Who do you think's winning that match, by the way?
Who is it? It's her and
Lyra Valkyria against Dakota Kai.
I really want to see Lyra Valkyria get pushed, but
I'm glad they didn't have Io win because
yeah.
Tyler, who is this?
Is this the new
Logan
person?
Paul? Oh no. Oh no, this is a concert thing.
Oh good.
This is the black dude that came out of the car that The Rock hugged, I think. That's my guess, anyways. I love that he's allowed to smoke in there.
Yeah.
Was that Sage Pat McAfee? Is it funny that I don't know who Travis Scott is? Like, I mean, I know the name.
I've heard the name. I feel like Hayden would be so disappointed.
Oh yeah, he would, or they would. It's just not my music, like type of music.
Dude, I'm so glad I quit that shit back in the day. Not vaping, but like smoking, because now I look at that and I'm like, you can't get through like an hour appearance without hitting that left and right.
Yeah.
But I remember that.
I know. I miss smoking, but there are times where I'm like, damn, if that wouldn't sound so good right now.
Oh, yeah. But I remember, Steven, like not going to movies if they were too long because I wouldn't want to go that long without. You know what I mean? Or
also, I was on the plane a couple weeks ago, and I heard that I guess smokeless tobacco's banned now too, which that surprised me. I never did it on planes, but
you know why though? I bet people are leaving the fucking bottles full of shit.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, messy and unsanitary. Oh, and you know what? I bet people were doing it in the cups and then throwing it into the trash bags, and then those trash bags were like, because those cups leak or the trash bags leak and it gets everywhere. Yeah, flight attendants.
Because people have no courtesy.
Yeah, people are awful. Yes. Oh, multiple airports. I saw people vaping in the airport. Also, I do love how much wrestling gear you've acquired now, Tyler.
I was going to see if you picked up all the little Easter eggs.
I saw the Money in the Bank. Your head was blocking the title for most of it. I saw it now.
I've had that title for a minute. Like, that's a couple years now, because that's actually the old one.
That's the
at
spinner.
this point. No. It's the
I know. You're gonna get the spinner. I know that.
No, I would never get the spinner.
So Jay's still really over right now.
Oh yeah, big time.
All right, yes or no? Remember those like quick yes or no's that we used to do?
Yeah.
On the show many moons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Does main event Jey Uso ever hold one of the main event titles?
No.
Sami Zayn?
No.
Interesting. KO?
I'm closer to yes on that than I am the other two.
Finn?
No.
Does Finn ever hold a championship again?
I could see a mid card. I mean, he had the tag belts, right? Until recently.
Yeah, but I don't count that. I meant singles championship.
But at this point, Finn Balor is like what, 41 or 2?
Yeah, he's older.
You should be elevating younger talent at this point.
Yeah.
And honestly, KO's not a lot younger than that. If he is.
No, that's why I'm worried that KO's never going to see that title again either.
Like, KO's the guy that's doing exactly what he's doing right now. He's giving Cody Rhodes something to do in December and January. Before Cody gets into the big boy feud in WrestleMania season.
Yeah. I do think that this was one of the better holiday windows of wrestling in a long time.
You know why, though? Because they didn't have a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
They were able to just like do some fun stuff. And like that was good. I liked it. Because in the past, they would have been like fast tracking some made up feud to get us to tables, ladders, and chairs and whatever.
Dude, my throat hurts right now, like from talking. I've talked way too much today.
But and after not for a while, right?
Oh yeah, 2 weeks of peace and quiet.
Well, like I said to you, this last week I got on the thing of my Belatro staying up fucking late and playing Indiana Jones too. By the way, this I don't know if you caught it, but like this style of trailer is so in right now with the sounds and the.
Oh yes. Have I seen the first Den of Thieves?
I haven't. Nope. It was on sale. I picked it up.
It's just doing really well on Rotten Tomatoes.
What'd it get?
Just kidding. 41% critic.
Yeah.
It does have a 63% audience. So it's probably fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
It's just me who's day one.
What movie I want to watch now is John Q.
John Q.
It's Denzel back in the day, but he's a father who takes a wing of a hospital hostage because he can't afford his son's health care.
That has a massive disconnect between critics and audience.
I feel like I haven't seen it, but I love Denzel. It's like one of my favorite actors of all time. And
yeah,
I feel like that movie hits much differently even today than it did when it was made.
Dude, I can't wait to lie in bed tonight. That's how tired I am. I'm just tired.
Well, no, that's what I was getting at. Sorry. Last week I was on my Belatro and Indiana Jones Great Circle kick, and I was staying up really late gaming and then sleeping until like 11. And all of a sudden today it's like dress up at 8 or whatever, 7:30. And you're up earlier. But
dude, guess what day I slept in? The one day on break I slept in.
Christmas?
No.
Which day?
Sunday. Yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's like the worst day.
Yeah. I was up till 1 on Saturday night. Like Friday, I sat on my back is feeling it because I sat on the couch way too much the last 3 days.
Sure.
But But I did watch a lot. I watched almost all Masters of the Air. I got one episode left, and that show's really good. It's funny because I'm watching it at the same time as reading Catch 22. So watching the like super serious Masters of the Air, like we're heroes, and then reading Catch 22 is pretty funny. I'm gonna watch the Catch 22 miniseries after.
Yeah.
God, I love that book. I'm like 65% of the way through. I read for a few hours last night. I'm gonna read tonight.
I gotta send an email to see when we need to have that Scalzi book done.
Oh yeah, I gotta start reading that.
Because I haven't. I don't think it comes out till like April, but don't hold me to that. I might be totally wrong.
I was watching a like ranking of their like a tier list of the books that one of the guys I like watching like tier ranking the books they read last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Dark Matter and Starter Villain were both on there. And he hated both of them. Granted, he listened to Starter Villain's audiobook, and it was really bad. I feel like some of the writing didn't work well at the audiobook. I actually liked the book itself. I thought it was fun.
The book is good. Like I don't think Starter Villain is Scalzi's best book.
On Dark Villain though, or Dark Matter.
Dark Matter, like I can see where you were a little like and the first half of it. I liked it though, but I like sci-fi more than you, but I thought the second half of it was quite good.
Yeah, it was.
What's your take? Like I've seen this a lot on Blue Sky lately in the some of the book things we follow there, but a lot of people coming out on there, they're like, hey, if you don't like a book after 50 pages, just put it down and get rid of it. And it's okay to write a review on 50 pages. Like that's where I'm iffy. Like obviously if you just hate something, don't read it, whatever.
I wish there'd be separate categories on whatever like thing, like DNF categories and why, and then I didn't like it and I finished it and why, because I do think those are separate. But I do think there's a lot of books where 50 pages doesn't. I mean, and most of it is the type of books I like, the epic fantasy that are 1,700 pages long.
Right.
Where 50 pages doesn't like tell you anything. Like it hasn't even started sometimes.
I kind of think you have to get a quarter of the way through a book.
Yeah, but I've had books where I didn't start loving it until closer to.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're taking on like a new fantasy series. It can take 40% of the first book just to get everything set up.
I remember the Rage of Dragons, like I liked it, and then at one point I just like fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm. So we got Drew and Jay underway.
Jay, being a dirty heel that he is, attacked poor Drew as he was coming down to the ring. He's a monster. By the way, we only have 50 minutes left, assuming this is a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
And Punk Rock has to be 30 minutes. I think this one might be a little quick. It's already fast.
Well, remember, like, we're not on a tight 3-hour, though. I bet we go a little bit over on this.
I think we should be on a tight 3 hours.
It's not going to be. They said there's a lot of flexibility on Netflix. Like, they're not beholden to any time frame.
Hopefully it's not a 4-hour show. I'm wiped.
No, it's not going to be 4. You can't have a 4-hour show with 4 matches. Good Lord.
I love Drew.
Drew's the best right now. Like he's won me over so big.
He's my favorite wrestler and has been since I restarted watching.
Like it all started with that awesome T-shirt he had over the grave of CM Punk's WrestleMania dreams or whatever. Like, or like the line where he just looks him in the eye and he's like, "I prayed for this and it happened." Like that's the best. Like that's such good heel work.
How old is Drew? I hope he's not too old.
got to be right around 40.
It's 39.
Yeah. Which is fine. Like, he still has 5 years of prime left, honestly.
All three guys, if you count Drew, are 39.
You mean
Cody, Drew, and Roman. KO's 40.
KO, I feel like an old
40. Yeah. How old's Randy Orton?
40.
44.
Yeah. An old 44, too, I would say.
Cena's 47.
And Punk has to be, what, 46 or 7? Somewhere there?
46. Oh, yeah. How's Seth Rollins? Seth is 38. So. Yeah. I do think they have a good crop of young guys, though. You got Braun Breaker. I do think Austin Theory will be up there at some point. They just pushed him too early. That stupid blonde guy.
Yeah.
God, it's going to ruin wrestling for me.
I wish they could have signed
MJF. Or
what's
the
that?
other guy.
Will Ospreay, when they had a chance.
The problem is I think they like being able to go to do other things when they...
Yeah. Especially him, because he spent a lot of time in Japan. But I think WWE's sort of loosened on that quite a bit.
Yeah, because they had the TNA guy there semi-recently.
Well, now with the Hardy Boys in TNA, there's a lot of talk that they could make one more WWE run.
Yeah, how's Sheamus? I think Sheamus is done.
Sheamus got to be late 40s.
46. Damn, he's old. I didn't think he was that old. He doesn't look 46.
Well, he's been in the main event picture since he was, since 2009?
Yeah, that's true. 3, 2, 1. I liked Jay until he went up against my boy Drew, and now Jay can go away.
Yeah.
Tyler, what is the Real American Beer? Is that the name of it? Is it just called Real American Beer?
Wait. Hayden, I don't know if you're still here. No, probably not. But Steven, Hayden popped in. I popped in chat for a second to say what's that?
Oh, they're going to Raw. Nice.
They're going to Raw.
They're going to see Cena before I do.
Their mom hated it until she heard the Undertaker gong go off. And then ordering tickets to Raw in Buffalo. That's awesome.
Was she a big
must have been
Taker fan?
That's cool though. That'll be fun. I want to see Hayden get more hooked on it. And I feel like going to an event live is going to go a long way to do that.
I'm trying to drag my wife. She's going to love it.
She will. It's fun, man.
She makes fun of it every time, though. She always laughs at the over the top promos, and sometimes they're really I know, that's what I tell her.
You know what's great about wrestling? In all honesty, it's that honestly our world fucking sucks, and a few hours a week I get to unplug with something silly and dumb.
Yeah, that's why I'm not happy Logan Paul, because Logan Paul is too connected to the real world.
Yeah. But it's where Drew McIntyre can come in and say this funny shit that with a totally straight face and be a bad guy, but make me laugh. Where Jacob Fatu can come and be like, I love you, Solo, and just make me laugh. And yeah.
By the way, did you think I like the Future Shock. Rollins going after Punk's not having kids was a low blow. I went, oh snap,
No, because
like
I know
that.
they're clearing shit with each other
With
prior
each
to
other.
going out.
Okay, yeah, it's not Hangman Adam Page
Yeah.
slapping him in the face for
And one
some
thing Punk's
perceived
been really
slight.
good at in the last few years is really bringing a personal feel to his feuds.
Yeah. But no, when the
Even Drew is like, and your stupid ugly dog and whatever, like you just.
But that's funny because ugly dogs are the best. They're the best dogs.
And Larry is,
yeah,
man.
Larry is almost dog pool level ugly.
Larry's amazing, and I want a Larry shirt, but Larry is almost dog pool level. Yeah.
I do love that they put a casting call for the ugliest dog out for that movie. And someone that's a real dog.
Can I say that the more I sit with that movie, the more I like it?
Yeah, I need to watch it again, but I liked it. I just thought it wasn't the best movie ever. But
you know what it is, Steven? It is cinematic WWE. It's stupid silliness that just makes me smile and laugh. Like, that's okay. And I generally love more art house type stuff, serious type stuff, but sometimes I just want to like fucking unplug and enjoy something and laugh at it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah, that was a great Claymore.
Was.
That's right. You know why I like Drew so much? Is that Drew's Claymores remind me a little bit of the Sweet Chin music in that like he can kind of hit it out of nowhere, but it also looks like it hurts like hell. Like I wouldn't want to be kicked in the face by 6'5", 200 and some pound Drew McIntyre. Like, no, thank you.
I'll be honest. Like I feel like Daniel Bryan's running knee because they're very similar. Sells better. Yeah. It feels more violent.
Yeah.
But what I loved about Sweet Chin music, and Drew has a little variation of this, but I love Sweet Chin music, the tuning up the band, the stomping in the corner.
Yeah, the tuning up the band's the best part.
And Drew with the 1, 2, 3, kind of the same, not quite as good, but still.
Yeah, tuning up the band is one of my. I mean, it is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sad that the super kicks have kind of ruined it a little bit, though I still love Sweet Chin music.
Dude, I'm telling you, and I know you're with me on this. That WrestleMania 25 Taker Michaels match is just it's phenomenal. It's perfection.
It is. It was great. It's a perfect match. I think what I liked about Sweet Chin music though is that he could hit it out of nowhere, but he didn't do it all the time. So when he did, it felt special. Like the Shelton Benjamin, that one is one of the greatest Sweet Chin musics ever.
I think the best, like out of nowhere, is the obvious one. It's Randy Orton.
Are you talking about Orton's off the stomp?
Well, the stomp, and then like there are times where he's down and somebody's on the top rope, and he'll leap up and catch him midair, and like there's so much good shit. Randy Orton would be amazing with that stuff. But yeah, the Sweet Chin music was really good at building drama, which. Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, this makes sense though, because we're sending these characters in this spiral, right? And these three. Oh, love the Hartford Whalers jersey. Good choice.
I like Gunther.
I love Gunther. Yeah, we had somebody in our Discord once upon a time, Steven, who was like way on board with Gunther long before any of the rest of us, right? And
yeah, I remember.
They were right on that.
Do you know who I like a lot too is Ludwig Kaiser, and I hope he gets a mid-card title in the near future. He's only 34, which is helpful.
You know where I feel Ludwig Kaiser needs to be, honestly, is NXT. Well, it depends. Like, if they're going to make NXT developmental, basically, then no. But if you're going to make it like a third brand, then yes, and let him. He's a good worker. I just don't know that he's going to rise to the top here and hold the belt.
I don't need a like main event title, but I would like to see him in the mid-card picture.
Yeah. But a lot of times mid-card belts get used as like the primer to catapult someone to the main event, and I just don't see that for him. You want that shirt, Steven?
No, I do want Xavier's jacket or Kofi's. I couldn't pull Kofi's off. I don't think I could put Xavier's off.
No. That jacket's great though. I watch MLB Central on MLB Network. It's their like morning show during the season. And Robert Flores on there, it's on Casual Friday. He wore a fucking jean jacket and it was so bad and they all made fun of him. So they retired the jean jacket and lifted it to the rafters and they had a whole ceremony.
So my wife, when they were getting booed to high heaven the other day, they oh god damn it. I want to talk about the New Day. Paul's the best glazer in the world.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Saturday night's main event, Steven.
Is it?
Ooh. So we're getting 2K25 on the 27th. Well, we're not getting the game, but the announcement.
Right, the announcement. Was Saturday night main event the 27th?
Yeah, it's like a week before the Rumble, so.
Oh, stupid.
Or it's the Raw before the Rumble. I don't know. One or the other.
Oh, Hogan was on last night's SmackDown. Or Friday's SmackDown.
Was he? I might have fast forwarded through that, luckily.
He appeared in a commercial for a Saturday night main event on the 25th.
Oh, all right. I fast forwarded.
No, the 27th is Raw, Tyler. It's Raw.
Okay, so it's the Raw before? Okay.
Yeah. I gotta refill my water.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, sorry about that, everybody.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
You're all good.
So when the New Day was getting booed, I was like, oh, and then they were like, what? They're like, why are you booing us? We were right. And Sarah was like, were they right? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. Biggie waited till the last second to come out.
Yeah.
Like literally till they were about ready to break up. And we love Big E. I'm a big Big E fan, and I was sad, and I'm not angry at Ridge Holland, but I'm not happy with Ridge Holland. Big E forgave. I don't.
I feel like it's one of those things where it wasn't malicious. It was one of those like
No, I know. Who
bad
are
shit
those
happens
people?
in this sometimes, you know.
Is that They're not putting the names up, so I don't know who these people are.
Stephen Amell was one of the first celebrities to come in.
Who's that? Just kidding.
Who, Stephen Amell? Or that?
No, Braun Breaker.
Oh, Brown Rager. Yeah.
Tiffy time. Tiff, where's your belt?
I don't know if you
Is that
heard,
one of the
Stephen, but
bugs?
WWE gave away like had to give away like at least a couple thousand tickets to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Like to Netflix stars?
I don't think they were able to sell it out. Oh, good.
Oh, good. Racist, racist, racist.
We should have held this at Madison Square Garden. Hey, at least he got Jimmy Hart a check. I'm all right with that. Hulk Hogan's still douche canoe though. Total asshole.
Yeah.
When we were getting ready to cover main event like a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
I went back and watched like the old Saturday main events because I'd
He's
never really
getting
seen
booed.
it. Yeah, because he's an asshole.
Good.
I love that Netflix too. Like in the fucking subtitles, is like crowd booing. That's the best.
That's funny.
He can't be surprised by this. He has to expect this.
Good for fans.
Wow.
They should boo him as much as they boo New Day.
They almost are. Have they? Because I don't think they are right now. Are you gonna go buy
Good. So
some?
it's an ad.
Are you gonna go buy some Hulk Hogan's Real American beer?
Oh,
Steven?
Tyler, I've had like 4 jokes queued up in my brain that I'm holding off on saying, and I'll mention to you as soon as we go off air about this Real American beer.
Okay.
I do love this. I love this so much. Boo him. They should boo him, not even let him talk like they do the New Day or Dom.
When are they going to stop trying to force feed him? Like,
do they really not realize? I think a lot of the talent hate him too.
Well, they do. Like, they, back in whenever it was, when he was coming off the drama from the racism video and all of that, and Vince announced they were going to bring him back. Like, New Day, Xavier Woods,
yeah, that's what I remember.
They got up and left the room.
Yeah,
they just walked out, and I don't blame them. Like, how do you even remotely feel supported when, like, you're just saying that's okay? How pissed do you think he is heading to the back right now?
Hopefully a lot. I hope he.
I really thought this match was going to be tonight. And I think
they're trying to save some bigger stuff.
Yeah. I bet they intended for it to maybe be, but
yeah, they really.
It's a stack show. Once Dwayne.
I'm actually excited for Raw next week. I think it'll be a.
Hey,
There's some good matches.
Speaking of the Clippers, Steven, who call this arena home, the soon-to-be NBA champion Minnesota Timberwolves defeated them tonight.
Didn't you guys lose to the Lakers like a little bit ago?
Probably. The Wolves suck right now.
Oh, no, you've beaten us every... Well, we beat you on the 22nd, but we've won 2 in a row.
No, the Wolves are, like, bad. They're 500, which for them is bad. They were in the West Final last year.
Yeah, the Lakers are sitting 5th.
Oh, hey, it's Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, good. We got the graphics fixed for Steph. What do you think? I know we're never going to know because she's smarter than that. What do you think her actual thoughts are on her dad?
You know, I bet it's so conflicted. Like,
it's got to be, right?
He's her dad. I'm sure she loves him, right?
The way the documentary though made it seem was that they never really had the prototypical family.
Yeah, but I still think like I just sense like remember when he left the first time and she came out on SmackDown and led a "Thank you, Vince" chant.
Oh, I do remember that. Yes, I forgot about that.
So I think there's an element of that. But I think at some point too, you can't ignore the sheer volume of stuff.
Well, it's not like you've even not been a part of it. Like some of the shit he tried to pull with you was not good. Like what didn't he try to have a storyline where he was the dad of her kid?
Yes, where he would like make out with her or something.
Yeah.
It's just incest or something. Yeah. It's like
now
we got the decibel meter back.
I think Seth is past the point of being able to be just a heel, like a shit heel. Like people love him too much.
Oh yeah. He would have to go back to the Monday Night Messiah type thing.
Yeah, and take out people's eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to the inevitable Punk heel turn, which won't be anytime real soon.
You don't think so? You don't think it's going to happen for Cena?
I think Punk wins the belt, and then halfway through that run, will turn heel. Punk's a really good heel, though. Where does Rumble rank on your
second favorite pay-per-view of the year?
Second, next
maybe third. I don't know. Money in the Bank's been kind of shit recently, and Royal Rumble is so fun for like the potential, like who's showing up next. I think that's what does it. It's so fun. It's like Christmas presents. Like who are you getting next?
Yeah.
Like
you know what
honestly, that's
though?
more fun than the match itself.
You know what I don't want though is like a bunch of qualifying matches so we know like 3/4 of the field.
Yes. Yeah. No. This
Like,
needs to be a surprise.
like maybe half of it, sure, but like leave room for a lot of surprises. That's fun. Who's going to win the Super Bowl, Steven?
It's hard to pick against the Chiefs until someone beats them. I'm going with the Lions, though. I just want it to happen.
I am too, and part of it's for the same reason as you, but I also think they're the best team. Like, dude, once the second half started last night, it wasn't close.
Also, the Chiefs have won so many one-score playoff games that like you just feel like that's going to end at some point, or maybe that's just my hope.
You know what I want? I want Detroit and Buffalo.
It's too bad. I wanted Cincy to make it at the end because I feel like Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow might be my favorite player in the NFL.
I also like the Bengals, so it sucks when they're bad.
And they have some of the coolest unis.
Their uniforms are great.
Who do you think has the worst unis?
I honest to God hate the Jaguars uniforms.
Yeah, those are bad. I'll give you that.
I hate the Steelers like alternates. I just hate them.
A lot of alternates suck though. Like the Packers alternates blow.
I hate the Packers alternate too.
All that really old like 1940s shit. Yeah. Dude, I really don't like the new Rams unis.
And I don't like the Chargers uniforms either.
I like the Chargers. I'm good with those. Because they feel like modern but classic still at the same time. The Rams are just trying way too hard to be like in the future, you know.
I like the Rams helmets, but the uniforms suck.
Yeah.
Carolinas are boring. Phillies are boring. I hate the Broncos uniforms, but
the who's?
I don't like the Broncos uniforms.
Broncos? I like their new stuff. Like their new white one is good. Because they did tweak their unis this year.
I love the Colts uniforms, to be honest.
They're good.
The Packers are
the
good.
Vikings unis are honestly really solid.
Honestly, the Seahawks are probably my favorite. And the Vikings. The Vikings have dope-ass uniforms, too.
That Vikings whiteout uni that they wore a few weeks ago is really good.
Yeah, the Jets and the Jets and the Jaguars have shit unis. Arizona's not great either.
It's just too red. There's not enough like other shit. I wonder, do you think WWE is having second thoughts now about trotting him out there for main event?
I think they should if they're smart.
I just want to know, like, who the fuck was like, this is a good idea. Like, people are gonna love it. I think, Steven, they're thinking that there's a lot closer to a circle and Venn diagram of, you know, certain fans of someone and fans of WWE. And he's been so vocal and stupid lately, Hogan, that he's gonna get this. Plus, he's even if you take that out of it, the racism and all the other shit, like, which oddly enough qualifies him to get on stage for the other person.
Also, are you surprised that the inauguration day is the same day as Martin Luther King Day?
I mean, no, it's how the calendar, I guess, came out, but I'm going to like hurt my eyeballs rolling them when he tries to connect them. I love how fucking like completely pissed he is that the flags are going to be at half mast during his inauguration.
Yeah, I heard about that. I saw someone say that he's going to end it earlier than the 100 days.
He can't.
He can try. And don't tell me he can't. He can do whatever he wants. We've learned that. All right, let's stop. CM Punk's coming down to the ring.
It's almost clobbering time soon.
I've never liked CM Punk. It's not that do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't like CM Punk. It's that I've always liked whoever he's wrestling more than Punk. So he's always been my like.
So
this is the guy I've never rooted for. Because obviously Cena. But that was right at the end of my like wrestling watching, so I didn't get the full Punk experience. I just always thought he was like a shit heel.
I think he's the only person to ever win back-to-back Money in the Bank. And he's one of only a couple people to hold it multiple times anyway. But back when he was Drew, like, what's that?
And then I liked Drew.
Yeah.
And then I like Rollins.
The reason I said that, though, is like back when he was the straight edge superstar and whatnot, like I was a little like iffy on him. Yeah. It's like the in-ring was there. I just didn't connect with the character a ton. Not even as a heel. Like, you know, if you're a good heel and I love hating you, then cool, let's go. But just didn't. What changed it for me was the Summer of Punk. The pipe bomb promo.
I was done with wrestling then. Like I just I wasn't watching.
This match has been in the making for years. Because I think, Steven, this is the match that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously, you know, Cody is supposed to win the Rumble, right? But I think Punk was going to win the Chamber.
I'm excited for this match. I have no idea who's going to win.
These are two of the very best talents of the 21st century.
I feel like everything that's happening is leading to a Punk win. But Rollins will have an issue with it.
There's a lot of empty chairs there, dude. I don't know if those are like the
I
chairs.
think those are the. I think they're the talent / celebrity / who were. Because if you notice, all the fans are on the opposite side of the ring.
Well, and it's not on the hard camera side either. You know,
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's the side the camera's facing has pretty much stayed the same. I think the other side is where they get all the appearances in. Do you get? I guess I don't need to be scared anymore about Punk taking bumps because he has survived a Hell in a Cell, and
he's been okay.
More importantly, Tyler, he had the strap match.
Yeah, I think they've been really smart with him because Drew and then now Seth are two of the safest workers in WWE. Like, I don't know that you could have him go against somebody like Braun Breaker.
No. That's why I'm a little worried about Cena Punk. They're like both old as shit. Like, how do they carry each other?
It would have to be a really grounded match. A lot of submissions.
Yeah, one of the slow,
Yeah.
I think, there's like no high flying in that match.
Right. I do want to see it though. Like the selfish part of me, like one more time.
Like it has to be at Money in the Bank.
The match was so good,
doesn't it?
And
doesn't it though? Like have to be in.
I feel like
it
does.
Or in Chicago.
It really does.
Where is Money in the Bank?
If it was in Chicago this year, then it's a no-brainer.
Have they announced it? I don't know if they've announced it.
I don't think they have.
No, so I wonder if they'll try. I think they should.
I think they're going to try to have a lot of stadium shows this year too because of Cena.
Yeah. There's a decent amount of Rollins fans in the crowd. I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm. Well, Punk's pretty polarizing. Kind of always has been. Even more so now. And Rollins has always been really popular, right? So I'm just glad that Hogan got booed out of the damn building.
I know. That's my favorite part of tonight, to be honest with you.
And I don't think like changing the way it's presented is going to rehabilitate him. He's just an asshole and everybody knows it. Like they don't want him.
I would buy he's a changed person more if he didn't make all the appearances with you know who.
Yeah. If he wasn't at Madison Square Garden 3 months ago, whatever.
He wasn't in Washington, D.C. a year ago.
Yeah, like.
Just kidding. I don't know that. He could have been. He couldn't have been. I don't know. I guess we have to watch out.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I have no idea where he was.
Yeah.
Making a joke. Or not a year ago. Would have been. Yeah, a year ago would have been fine. 5 years ago.
I'm just happy, Steven, that Monday Night Raw on Netflix is the most eventful thing that's happened today, January 6th.
Ever, yeah.
2025.
I love the janitor walking through the crowd there.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I think it might have been SmackDown. They were filming and like Jey Uso was supposed to come out, but one of the like worker ladies, the chef, like came out and saw the camera and was like, "Oops," and like needed to walk the other way. And I noticed it. And I hope she didn't get in trouble for it because I know that when I was working at Honda Center, they'd brief us on things like that, like to where not to go and be careful of. But it felt like an honest mistake, like she had no idea. And she did just kind of walk. I noticed it. I thought it was fun.
I meant to ask you on a different stream, but I'll ask it now. Like you used to work as, usher or whatever at Honda Center in Anaheim. So how did wrestling crowds compare to?
It's my least favorite show of the year because
why?
The show lasts a while. Like I swear to God, the show like ticket time was like.
Well, because there's dark matches prior to the event going live too, right?
Yeah, and there were fans coming in. We were working the tables for like 3 hours, which I hate. Like I hated that part of the job.
Okay.
And then after the show, we had to wait by the trailers upstairs because all the fans were hoping that wrestlers were coming so they could get autographs. Even though all the wrestlers entered their cars from the underneath garage where the actual like player entrance in. I hated it. I hated it so much. I actually had, I think, the Shield run by me, or no, it was the Dudley boys run by me to attack, I think, Roman.
Okay.
But I didn't watch wrestling at the time, so I didn't know anybody about anything. Yeah. And where I was sitting, I didn't really get to see any of the matches. Like, I was ringside, but facing, like, the crowd, so I couldn't see anything.
Just think, Steven, you were that close to your tribal chief, the head of the table.
I was, yes.
You didn't even acknowledge him. You didn't have the ones up or anything.
God.
These commercials, by the way, are super effective. This made me download freaking Rocket Money.
Did it work?
It does. It tells you all the subscriptions and shit you have and all the ways you might be wasting money. And here's the best thing about it, Steven. Like, you pay what you can kind of afford. So it says the average person pays like $10, but you can pay like $2 or $3 or whatever per month.
I use YNAB.
Yeah, you choose what you pay. But yeah, it's
I'm a big proponent of YNAB. It's a bit pricey.
Mhm.
I think it's like $100 and something a year. But it's so effective as a budgeting tool. I liked it. It made budgeting fun.
And we're not sitting here. We're not sponsored by Rocket Money, although we're open to it. Just saying. But
yeah, YNAB sponsor me, baby. I'll shill for you.
Also, these commercials are the best. Who needs the win more in this match?
I think Punk.
Do you think so?
I honestly don't think either of them need the win.
I feel like
actually think Rollins. I feel like Rollins needs the loss more.
I think Seth needs the win more because he's made the bigger deal of all this. He has like started all of it.
True.
He remember when he had the absolute tantrum when Punk appeared at Survivor Series 2 years ago?
I don't.
Yeah, it was at the end of War Games and Punk came out as they were going off air, and Rollins was the one who had a meltdown. And obviously for the cameras, right? For the story, but they've been building to this since the moment he came back.
I wonder what Drew's going to be like Friday, because I think he's on SmackDown now.
Yeah, I think he's going to be... I mean, during Mania season, we'll see everybody cross over a ton, right? But I want
6 minutes if this is 3 hours.
Yeah, I want Punk to get his Mania main event.
I think he has to.
He should have gotten it.
I think it'll be night 1 though,
13 or 12 or whatever.
That had to have been in his contract.
Oh, I'm sure. His Jericho match should have been a main event.
I'm surprised Punk hasn't had a main event, except for the fact that Vince had a weird hatred of him at times.
Well, no, and it was also because when Punk was like main eventing or main event status, that was the time of once in a lifetime and twice in a lifetime.
Oh.
And he was super bitter about that. And I don't blame him. Because Dwayne just strolls back in, walks into the main event. But at the same time, what are you going to do? You're going to put Dwayne on, first? You're not.
Why the 2-night Mania makes sense.
That's why 2-night is such a great idea. And that's the greatest thing that came out of COVID for WWE.
I love when people steal finishers. They don't do that enough anymore.
When they what?
Which I guess makes it more special. When
they steal
the other finisher.
It's such a great way to show hatred, animosity, whatever.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
By the way, I think Drew attacks Jay on the post show, whether it's on camera or off camera for socials. Drew's gonna have a meltdown because of this.
100%. And that's why it's great. That's why it's good. Here's a question for you. If you are starting, you're the GM of Raw or SmackDown, you have the number 1 pick, open rosters, who are you taking first to build your brand? It's the best.
Probably Roman. Am I being smart and taking young guys and thinking for the future, or just for the next year?
I I mean, like, you can go in between too, because somebody like Roman's going to potentially still be really top end for 5 years, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Roman.
Okay.
And if I don't take Roman, I'm taking Cody.
It's really hard to go against Cody Rhodes because he's on TV every week. Whereas Roman still is a little intermittent.
He did it again. Damn.
It's what's going to cost him here.
He's gonna go for it again. Yeah. Do you think Rollins gets pinned by the GTS, or do you think it's a stomp / pedigree? It would be funny if he hits the pedigree and
It would be
wins.
funny if he hits pedigree.
I'm taking Drew McIntyre though with my second pick, or Seth, or both if I have the snake. And Rhea would be top 5.
I'm taking Rhea Ripley number 1.
Yeah, I can
And-
make that argument, except that I still think the women's is viewed just a little bit under the men's.
So here's why though. Let me justify it for a second. Tell me what you think of this.
It's just 27.
The difference between the two shows, which one's better, which one's worse, is almost always the strength of the women's division. There's enough great talent in the men right now that I would still get a good men's division.
Yeah, that's true. This is holy shit, like crazy. It's there's a lot of
This is a great match,
finishers.
I think.
Pedigree again.
I feel like this was originally, like I said, it's supposed to get a payoff at like a Mania or a big pay-per-view, and they're doing it here and they're going all out. So good for them.
How's he kick out of that? He's got pedigree twice. GTS twice.
I have a point to make on that. Like once the match is done, it's about somebody different, but yeah. Because if we're going snake, Steven, and you took,
we should do that as a video, like build a roster.
Yeah,
including put champs.
Say you took Roman 1, right?
Tyler, we should compete against each other. No, I just hate it because you have to do stupid specialty matches. And
Well,
that's the only
I'm sure we
thing
can
I hate
figure
about it.
it out. Maybe they tweaked it to make it better. But like, say you take Roman 1, right? And we're going snake order. My next 2 picks would be Rhea and Drew.
You hate me.
I
don't want the number 1 pick, Tyler. I want the number 2. And
number 2 is the way to go, right? Like
Well, then I'm taking Cody at 4.
Yeah.
And I'm taking Seth at 5, or actually Gunther at 5.
Okay, Gunther's a great pick. I would take Rollins then, and then I would take Becky Lynch.
Damn you. That's gonna be my pick.
I was deciding between Becky and Charlotte, to be honest.
I'm taking Tiffany Stratton.
Great pick. Is he going to
Tyler, with the knee? He's taking too long to pin him.
Oh yeah, and he's getting him under the ropes. Roll them the wrong way. Come on, Seth is like a veteran. He knows better than that. You learn nothing from looking at all the advertisements on the ring mat. This is a great match.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's a great kickoff of Raw.
Hogan's back there. He's like, that's what they should have chanted for me, brother.
So try to end it with the GTS? No. Is this the super pedigree?
Oh, it might be.
Does it have a name? I don't know the name.
The Golden Shovel.
Netflix held up well. I wonder what the numbers look like for this.
I bet the numbers are huge. Just the curiosity factor, right?
That's true. How many people like me 5 years ago?
Oh!
What? Turn and stomp him? Oh, another one.
Uh-oh. Really great ending to the show.
Yeah.
Like nobody looked bad.
This felt a little bit like the one that where they like respect each other after.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen here necessarily.
No, I don't think so either. All right,
But
anything else happen tonight?
You could tell when Punk pinned him that he leaned down and said something, right? Like, it was show of like in real life, show of respect. So that's got a nice cut going on there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's it.
Thank God we know that Paul Levesque was the executive producer. All right, so good shit.
That was a good start.
Real quick, Steven, we got 4 matches to talk about quickly. We kicked off with Tribal Combat for the Ulafala. And Roman Reigns victorious. What'd you think of that match?
It was good. It was like Mania Light in the like
It was
kind of come. I don't know. It was fun. It was a fine way to kick off the show.
The second half was much better than the first, but
without pulling the trigger early, which I think is good.
Mm-hmm.
I was solid, like 3.5 stars, maybe.
I would go 4, I guess, but I feel like they're still not 100% sure if Dwayne's showing up in Mania. And because I've heard that there are I almost said very tremendous reshoots of Moana live action right now.
And
I don't know how long that's going to go and what that's going to allow Dwayne to have schedule wise. So, but I have a feeling Dwayne can pretty much just be like, hey, I can be here these days and, we make that work.
Yeah.
But I think it's inevitable he's going to be there and he's going to wrestle. Because honestly, clock's ticking on him, right? Like he can't. 5 years from now, he's not going to be able to have the type of match that he would be able to have right now.
Yeah, he's 52.
Yeah, it needs to happen really soon. So I just think this is the time, and it's kind of set up nicely for it. But because I don't think this is it, like one and done. I think he wants to do stuff going forward, but you need to get this like Roman thing you need to get it done. And then you can go on and take on Cody and do other shit, right? So
yeah.
Anyway, 4 stars for that for me. Then we had we had the women's match next, right?
Yes.
So we had Rhea Ripley defeating Liv Morgan finally, clean, to win the title. What you think?
I'm happy it's over.
Yeah.
I liked Liv's title run a lot.
Me too.
I am done with Liv against Rhea, and I'm done with the Judgment Day. That one went on 4 months too long. I need it to be over now. I'm just tired of it. And the match was fine, if a bit deja vu-y.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like something we've just seen before.
I'll say it's a 3.5-star match because it was. It was fine, and it had a fun ending. The Dom bit was fun.
The Dom bit was fun. That was after the match was done, though.
Yeah,
the match itself. No, I know, but the match itself, I'll give 3. I liked the result more than I liked the match. Put it that way.
Yeah, I could go with that. 3 stars, fine.
Yeah. Then we had Jey Uso v. Drew McIntyre. Jay kind of steals a win here, Steven. What'd you think?
I hated it, but it was probably the right call. And as the match itself, it was pretty good. It was a 3-star match, but a more entertaining one than the last one. It was good. I hate that Drew lost, and I hate Drew lost on basically a surprise roll-up.
Most
I'm excited
devastating
to
move.
see. Yeah, I'm excited to see Drew go apeshit though. Whenever that happens,
I just think that going forward, it's going to do so much more for his character than a win would have here. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Finally, Seth Rollins v. Charles Montgomery Punk. Punk wins. He wins clean. What'd you think?
That was a hell of a match. It's a 5-star match. That was a great.
Yeah,
I'll go. I'm
yeah.
just watching a little bit of the post show because I wanted to see if anything happened with. Punk was staring Rollins down after. It was a great match. You could tell they hated each other in the story. It was really good.
Yeah, I'll go 4.5 here. 5 for me is reserved for Taker Michaels Mania 25 level, but
you're not what's his face who can give
I'm not gonna go Dave Meltzer and give stuff 8 out of 5. No. But it was fantastic nonetheless. It was really, really good. They brought it. They were given a big task tonight of, delivering a really great main event on perhaps the most important Monday Night Raw ever. And they did.
Yep.
So good for them. I did want to bring something up earlier because especially this last match was filled with finisher fest, right? For a while. And I want to get your take on this. So, and anybody who's watched these knows that over time I've had occasional issue with some of Cody Rhodes' title run. And one of my issues is this. Sometimes Cody Rhodes needs 3 crossroads to defeat someone, and sometimes Cody Rhodes needs 1 crossroads to defeat someone. And I feel like it almost buries the guys that take 1 and take the pin. And I get for dramatic effect, we're doing the 3 crossroads and blah, 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 but it's not always about Cody.
I feel like Cody only does the 3 though on someone like Roman.
Go back and watch, man. He does it a lot.
I feel like it made sense for Cody against Roman. You're
exactly.
You have to make sure it's finished. But I'm with you. You can't do it to everybody. Tonight was fine with the finishers in the last match, mostly because a lot of the finishers ended with rolling out of the ring or just being I can see what you're saying. Also, though, I mean, you pedigreed him on the table. Then you pedigreed him in the ring and he kicked out. And then you superplexed him or whatever the hell it's called off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
And then he rolled into a when does it? That's the only thing that I hate when they do stuff like that. And that's kind of what you're saying, I guess.
There's too much kicking out of finishers anyway.
Yes, that's an epidemic right now. It used to be
I mean, honestly, back in the day, if you got hit with a stunner one time, you were done.
You're done.
so it was a battle to stay out of that, which made it really important. Now, I'm okay with some kicking out in like massive WrestleMania matches, things like that. Like, for example, I brought up the Taker Michaels match a couple times tonight at 25, and that was a lot of finishers like that were kicked out of, but it met the moment. And if it was just an average like Bad Blood pay-per-view or something, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I think there's just too much of it. I'd like to see a little bit less. That said, this main event was really fun. So I'm also like, kudos to Cody Rhodes for not needing to be in the ring at all during this.
Also, Punk just called out that he's winning the Rumble, and Punk is going to... He called Gunther out first, and then he called out Cody. But I think Gunther is his opponent.
It's Gunther, and Punk's going to win the Rumble, I think. But my last point on tonight is John Cena gets some different socks. Like, those are bad. Stop it.
I would agree.
So, other than that, the John Cena promo was too much. It was like classic Cena, like tour de force, taking us on all the like emotions and everything. But because Steven, like 1 second he's like in despair, he's like, it's just never gonna happen. Then the next thing he's like, I'm winning the Royal Rumble. Like, okay.
Yes.
It's reminds me of every other Cena promo ever. But and that, John, is why you're not winning those awards for your acting that you pointed out. So, even though his acting is significantly better than his promo skills, I would say.
His acting's great.
I would go great, but I think when he's in the right kind of role, like in Suicide Squad,
Peacemaker,
he's great as Peacemaker, etc. So,
did you watch the show?
Which show? No, I haven't seen the show yet. I've just
seen watch the show.
I know. So, okay. Show as a whole, Steven. Give me a score.
It's 4 stars. This is a great show. It's probably one of the best Raws. I mean, it was the least match heavy Raw. It's 3 hours and 5 minutes.
I meant to ask that too. Like, would you be okay with that as a long-term thing? Like having like 4 or 5 matches on a show?
Jesus, no.
Hulk Hogan should never be on television again for WWE.
I know, but they're pushing him because they showed him on the post show. Like, they still don't get it.
There needs to be meetings tomorrow.
Yes.
Where they're like, hey, people don't want this. This guy's a dick. And, how much shit does he have to do before we're just like done with him? So, yeah. I'll give the show a 4 as well. Like, if you're allowing quarter points, Steven will do 4.25. But I think they needed to swing big tonight. They did, and I think for the most part they connected. So good on them. The Hogan part, big miss. And you know what? I am going to count that against them because they should have seen it coming.
Yep.
They didn't. So stop trying to force feed a complete asshole onto everybody. Other than that, good show. Okay. That's going to do it for us. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll be back with more of these.
Not for Raw.
Soon, we'll see.
Maybe I won't be back.
So anyway, all right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
1 second. Go away.